That's because that's the line of professionalism I expect from this show.
Ha! The best episode doesn't have black gay Doctor Who in. Woke!
Fuck away from that witch, you bastard! They came like a bolt out of the blue to discuss everything in geekdom.
I love King Kong.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the attack of the 50-foot nerds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live recording of the attack of the 50-foot nerds. Make some noise!
Thank you. Woo! Thank you. We are the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds podcast. We are coming at you once again live from Geek Retreat in Warrington. I say live. It's live for the people in the room, not for the people listening back on the actual podcast.
Yeah, you. Yes, I'm talking to you right now. Why are you not here?
Paul, we established the last couple of months we don't have a camera. You can't point at things because no one will see you.
It's more a sort of a Trump-like gesticulation rather than actually pointing at somebody.
We'll get to Trump later.
Yeah,
spoilers.
I'm sure.
Spoilers. Oh no, we're going to be talking about
He's
that.
He's guilty, Judge. He's guilty of that. There is no doubt.
Well, 30, 34, 37 counting.
Did you see what I shared on Facebook last night?
37, okay.
Have you ever heard of cop rock?
Try not to suck any dick on your way through the parking lot.
No, seriously.
Unbelievable. Best suck you've ever had.
Have either of you ever heard of the TV show Cop Rock?
Cop Rock.
Cop Rock.
Cop Rock.
Right.
Is that where Dwayne Johnson goes undercover to bust, like, you know...
No. It's even better.
Okay.
Right.
Is it Young Rock going undercover?
It's even better. So, we all know who Steve Bochco is.
What's better than that?
No. Right, let me tell you about
this.
Is
it a crossover of Brooklyn Nine-Nine
I literally only know about this
anyway,
show.
on Mike's right, it's me. I'm Doug.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Sorry, Paul's telling us about Cop Rock.
Let me tell you about it. Right, I literally only know about this show because a mate of mine, when I was at university like 30 years ago, told me about it. Yeah, thank you. So, we know who Steve Bochco is. He created things like Hill Street Blues and stuff like that. So he did a show which was very short-lived. I gather it only lasted about 6 episodes. And it was basically Law and Order the musical. That wasn't quite the reaction I was expecting. Yeah. But you get the idea. It's basically
we're playing box trolls. Come on, let's go.
Police procedural plus courtroom drama with songs. And I shared on Facebook after that
he's guilty, Your Honor, on 36 counts. He's
more or less
her off to keep her mouth shut.
Look.
Although ironically, he wanted it open.
Go on YouTube and search Cop Rock Guilty.
Okay.
It's perfect.
And that's
I'll allow it.
So that's on YouTube, so anybody can watch it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to not watch that.
Awesome. But let's talk about people who are here, as I was trying to say before. So, on my right, it's Doug.
Hello, my name's Doug.
Yep. Sorry, I've just eaten before the show, so this is going to be very interesting. And I'm drinking Monster, because I'm so fucking tired. And on my left, it's Paul.
It's Burp Paul.
Yes, it is Burp Paul.
Is that my new name, Burp Paul?
If you want it to be, of course.
Not really, but
yes, it is.
I won't allow that.
I will. Okay, if you don't know, if this is your first episode of 50-Foot Nerds, if you're just sitting in the corner playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Not paying attention, then we've been doing the show for 12 years. We've been doing the show for 12 years, the last 2 of which have been here at Geek Retreat in Warrington. Should charge us, really.
I like Tired Mike. I love Tired Mike.
Tired Mike.
He's a good
He's preferable to Angry Mike, isn't he?
Oh, you're going to get him.
Don't get me wrong. I love me some Angry Mike. I try and get him there.
Absolutely. I don't think that's going to be difficult.
No. He's on his way. Trust me, I can tell you that right now. But yeah, we are the 50-Foot Nerds. We talk about all kinds of geekery nonsense because that's what we do. I can't really put that in. Tell us about what you've been up to, guys, because I'm very tired.
I'll start.
Okay.
I'm also really tired. But, right, so what have we done recently? Well, me and you have been messaging back and two about the flyers that you've had.
We'll tell that story.
So that's going to come up as well. Geek Retreat Warrington is, it's half term, so it's been great, obviously. We've had new releases and stuff coming and going, and there's more stuff coming. Next week's another Magic drop, but it's an important Magic drop as well because it's the Modern Horizons 3. Can't wait.
UK Games Expo this weekend. You were saying there's a lot of Geek Retreat going on at that.
Absolutely. So a lot of the franchisees have gone down to Birmingham for the expo. And they've all been messaging back and two saying what's good, where's worth going to, what they've heard, and the rest of it. But I'm not sure how much we can say.
No worries.
I don't. To be fair, I don't even care. I didn't go, so
that's fine.
It's not like I did.
So the 50 Foot Nerds card game, collectible card game. Collect all the various mics.
Tired
Tired mic, angry mic.
I want to make that happen so bad right now. Oh, that'd be amazing.
I showed you the time Steve Dave Magic cards, didn't I? So we can always just make our own.
Write that down, Kath. I need to do that. Write that down. Since we saw you last, we've just been doing the work, just keeping it going, and the rest of it, we've not done anything particularly exciting. I'm having regular days off, like today, so I went to the beach today.
You were going to say, I'm having regular sex for a moment.
I'm
having regular bowel movements.
You're allowed to do that regularly?
Apparently so.
Oh, wow. Nobody told me.
I wouldn't know. Right.
Yeah, me neither.
That's going to surprise her when I get home. Apparently, I'm allowed to do it regularly.
Bowel movements.
Mike said. So that's us. We've got
Get
nothing.
the plastic sheets ready, love. I'm tired.
Can't wait to play this back to my missus. It's going to be amazing.
And for those of you playing...
the safe word is Monsters, Inc. And it has been since.
Mike Wazowski!
And
for those of you playing along at home, you can tick off Crazy Tired Mike on your bingo card.
Is Monsters Inc. not on that bingo card at this stage? It's got to be.
Probably.
Still get screamed at some point. Yeah, so that's me. Paul, what have you been up to?
What have I... went and saw Joshua in...
he lives with you, Paul. You should see him every day. Went
and saw his performance in Singing Nuns versus Nazis.
Oh, okay.
And he was brilliant. And I don't just say that because he's my son.
But he loved the most recent episode of Doctor Who.
Oh. He really did. He absolutely nailed it.
Nice.
He was fantastic. So proud of him. So very, very proud of him. He's not here tonight because he has a social life.
And he's chained up at the bottom of the car.
I'll be leaving here and picking him up from a birthday party in Liverpool at a pub. He can get into pubs and things. He's not supposed to drink. Doesn't think it stops him at this point. No, but he's that close to his 18th. We don't really mind as long as
it's weird seeing your kid, and I've known him since he was like and now he's just like knocking him back, and it's just like stop being old. Please.
But the sort of the most fun thing that I've had in the last 4 weeks though, since we last got together, I had a thing that I backed on Kickstarter finally arrived after about 18 months. We've talked before about Fighting Fantasy game books.
We have. I know this, yes.
And there is a guy who was kind of one of the sort of last writers for the original Puffin books, and then as they've come back more than once, he's written for them by the name of Jonathan Green. He's written Doctor Who stuff as well. Mm-hmm. And he wrote an official history of Fighting Fantasy game books called You Are the Hero, for the 30th anniversary. So this was about 10 years ago. And he did a second volume. And I missed out on it at the time. And I'd always wanted to read it. So when, for the 40th anniversary, 2 years ago, he announced a new edition which was going to combine all the material from the original 2 volumes plus some new stuff, and also turn it into an interactive game book.
Right.
It was like, take my money now! And then I had to wait 18 months for it to actually be published. But it finally arrived. It's a really good read. Got my Backer's Fighting Fantasy pin that is on my lapel that I am now gesticulating at Mike.
I thought that was like Tesco clothing badge, F&F.
No, the other FF.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fantastic Four.
No, the other FF.
Okay.
Fighting Fantasy. Yeah.
Okay.
But so in the last sort of 12 months, I've got the two big books that sort of cover British role-play gaming in that era, because I also bought Ian Livingstone's Dice Men, which was about Games Workshop and stuff like that. So they sit together quite nicely on my shelf, or if I had a shelf that I could fit them on, they would sit quite nicely together on that shelf. But it's a really good book. It's got lots of material about the creation of Fighting Fantasy and how Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson created them and all the individual books. But what he's now done is he's after every sort of major section, there's a bit at the bottom where it says, if you want to read about what artist yada 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 thought about this, that and the other, turn to section 256.
So it's got to choose your own.
It is an interactive history of Fighting Fantasy game books.
If you'd like to see what happens next, turn the page.
Yeah. So you can read it in chronological order, but you can also skip forwards and backwards.
If you'd like to learn more, invest more money, and we will have it sent to you in 18 months.
Yes.
But
you'll get a new badge.
And I got it. Yeah, I got the badge, and I got a pair of You Are the Hero dice as well. And I keep saying I'm going to do this, and I am going to dig out my Fighting Fantasy game books and start rereading them, because I haven't done that for so long.
I'm so tired. When you said that I'm going to get a pair of, in my head I filled up the blank with women's knickers. So
that says something about you and not
send me
me.
A new book and a pair of women's knickers. Choose your own adventure. What's up? It is coming out. I guarantee you that. I can hear it.
Have you cleaned your right ear?
Well, it's recording anyway. That's the main. Can you hear me, Jay?
No. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me over there in Yu-Gi-Oh Towers?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
So
can you hear the techno metal?
Yeah.
Okay.
But going back to UK Gaming Expo, Sir Ian Livingstone is there. I would so love to meet him. I mean, he is a titan of.
If you'd like to meet Sir Ian Livingstone, then go to the expo.
Turn to page 357.
Turn around, he's behind you. His face up the window.
I would so love to meet him, because he is an absolute legend, and if he and Steve Jackson hadn't written those books,
I'd like them to be my father, both of them, in a My Two Dads style situation.
Speaking of My Two Dads,
thanks a lot of chocolate, Paul.
Star Trek Discovery finished this week. It's because of the two space dads.
So I'll tell you what I've been up to this month at some point. Go on, tell me about Star Trek Discovery, Paul.
No, just saying. Star Trek Discovery finished after 5 seasons this week.
Awesome. So my month, right?
But I immediately thought of that because of Hugh and Culber and Stamets are basically the space dads to some of the younger characters on it. So
cool, thanks, Paul. In terms of
it's just the direction my brain goes sometimes.
It's okay.
What have you done?
I haven't really done that much, but one of the things that I did do is we discussed, I think it was last month, saying about getting some flyers done.
Yes.
To hand out. So I ordered some flyers, and they came eventually.
Good.
Because I didn't have them sent to my house. I thought I'll just cut out the middleman, get them sent to Doug.
Yep.
So he's got them at the car. He doesn't have to wait for me to turn up. He's just got them there. And so I ordered the flyers, and I saw that you accepted them to Kath, and I thought, I'll hear something at some point. I'll get a message off Doug saying the flyers will come. Didn't get anything. So at like 7 o'clock, I sent you a text, didn't I?
Yeah.
So
Did you get me flyers? This is where I'm going to butt in, because you sent me a message saying, "Did you get my present?"
Oh yeah. Did you get me parcel?
I was like, "Who is this?" Because I haven't saved your number. So I was like, Who is this? Is something going to happen here? This is ace.
It's as far as Santa Claus.
So Mike sent a message by saying, yeah, it's me. I was like, okay, sweet. I was like, what a parcel. He's like, yeah, right. So he's like, I've sent you the flyers now. These are the flyers that came. The Grief Cafe.
The St. John's Hospice Grief Cafe.
Let me read this out for those at home.
Thank you, Paul.
St. John's Hospice Grief Cafe. A free monthly drop-in session for anyone experiencing grief. This, a chance for reflection. I think that should be a chance for reflection and to share experiences with others in a relaxed environment.
Geek Retreat.
Would you or someone you know benefit from attending? Please come along and invite them to yada 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 information in Lancaster.
Yeah, but to which I was like, Mike, you can't do that just to get customers in. That's a bit dark, that, just to get a couple of extra punters in to watch the podcast.
So instead of getting the flyers for the show, we got flyers for a grief cafe for a hospice in Lancaster.
that was in dire need of a proofreader.
Yes.
Apparently.
But, while we're here, it does sound like a really good cause.
To be fair.
So if people are listening and they could do with that, we've just read it out. Google it.
It's St. John's Hospice in Lancaster.
Do you know what's funny?
You're welcome, Lancaster.
I happened to mention this to a friend in work and said, oh yeah, I ordered the flyers, the wrong ones came. It came for a grief cafe in Lancaster. And they went, it's not St. John's Hospice, is it? Yes, don't you know that? I used to live around the corner from it. There's only one hospice in Lancaster. So, fucking hell. So I immediately got back onto the company and just went, you sent me the wrong parcel here, you've sent me the wrong thing, so presumably you've sent them mine. And then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, we'll get them reprinted off and get the right one sent out to you. Do you need them urgently? I said, it's not really urgent. I said, it's not that urgent, but I'm just worried about the other people opening the parcel, and then there's my fucking Gurnon mug sitting out at them.
No, it's the people that have gone there thinking it's this. And they're getting grief.
Do we know whether
Thanks for the credits clip.
Do we know whether
Laughter is the best medicine, and chemotherapy.
Do we happen to know whether we got any new listeners out of those arriving in Lancaster?
We did, but not for long.
Oh fuck! Oh my God.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, you went there.
I'm tired.
You went there.
I'm tired. I'm sorry, Mum.
Just for the record, Doug, the owner of the business, did not laugh at that joke.
Let's do a show before I get myself in more trouble, please. I have to press the button.
Yes, that's always helpful.
I'm delirious.
You want news? We got news. It's time for the 50-foot news.
There we go. Right. So, we're going back to Middle Earth.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's something to do, isn't it?
Well, it's not like we ever went away, but, you know.
Well, we did and we didn't. Have you seen those Hobbit movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, not many other people did have. So we're heading back to Middle Earth, and we found out some time ago that the Embracer Group were looking, they own the rights now to a lot of Tolkien work. They're looking to bring back the world of Tolkien back to the big screen, with the first being the War of the Rohirrim animated movie that's coming out.
Say that again?
The War of the Rohirrim
Okay.
animated movie that's coming out. Yeah. But in live action news, Andy Serkis will not only star as Smeagol again, but he's going to also direct a movie called Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum.
Yes, let's do the actions.
I'm sorry, Princess, was that supposed to be a Gollum impression? Just say what? Fuck him! I can't, Princess, got no lube! Get it raw!
Sorry. I'm tired. Sorry, look at the spit on that microphone.
Somebody keep track of how many times he
won't fit
complains
otherwise.
about being tired.
That's the lube!
The story seems to be from the early part of Fellowship of the Ring with Gandalf. Oh, sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
No, but at the beginning of the show, it's the herb. Has to be on it for me, please. That's brilliant.
It's basically it's an appendix story from the books that takes place between Gandalf leaving...
It's an appendix story because you can take it out and there's no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that takes place between Gandalf leaving Bilbo's party and then coming back to Frodo 50 years later and going,
Is it safe?
Is it secure?
I want your points. There's a callback.
Yes.
So yeah, it's supposed to be set when Gandalf and Aragorn are hunting down Gollum during the early part of Fellowship of the Ring. There's no word at the moment if Sir Ian McKellen or Viggo Mortensen are going to be reprising the roles, but I wouldn't bank on it, to be honest with you.
No?
Sir Ian McKellen's about 98 years old. I saw a video this week where he's doing like his one-man show, and he got some kid on the stage, and he's just like, would you like to hold Glandring? Yes, here's my sword. Hold it steady. Yes, this is Glandring. Oh, yes. Oh, look, you've got Glandring in your hands. Now I'm going to put Gandalf's hat on your head. Oh, there you go. Oh, look now, you're Gandalf. Ha, ha, ha. Isn't this fantastic? Yes. Do you want a selfie? Let's get a selfie. Here's a selfie. There you go. Yeah, back into the audience with you now. That's it. That's good now. And that's literally it. That's why he takes this kid on stage just to put a sword in her hand, put a hat on, and take a selfie. It's just like, I'm glad I spent like 60 quid on a ticket for this, mate. Thanks very much.
I mean, she got money's worth. She got the selfie.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like a free program? This is a free program with all photos of me throughout my life. It's my less than busted out Ian McKellen impression there, to be fair. A very excitable Ian McKellen as well, from the sounds of it. But you know, who's back? Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, and Philippa Boyens are all back as producers. And we have a quote here from Peter Jackson. I just want to apologise to Shane, first of all.
Middle Earth's power thruple.
Yeah. Thruple.
Was it as an apology for Mortal Engines?
No, this is an apology for my mate Shane, because I'm going to do a terrible New Zealand accent now.
Oh, all right, let's go.
Okay.
Shane and Rosie are going to be hearing this, you know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
You know, it was Isaac's 18th today.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Excuse me. That's not the accent, by the way. That's just me burping.
That was you doing a Hobbit impression.
Yeah. Proud feet! No. Right. Oh, fuck. I had this last night as well, and I'm just too tired now. It's an honour and a privilege to travel back to Middle-earth with our good friend and collaborator, Andy Serkis, who has unfinished business with that stinker Gollum. As lifelong fans of Professor Tolkien's vast mythology, we're proud to be working with Mark DeLuca, Pam Abdi, and the entire team at Warner Brothers on another epic adventure.
Piss off, Ghost!
That was dreadful. It was better last night, I swear. I love King Kong. So, what is wrong with me tonight?
Just do it as Korg. You'll be fine. Don't do it as a New Zealand accent. Just do it as Korg.
On the lesser side of things, the Lord of the Rings TV show, The Rings of Power, on Prime, has confirmed something that not only did I mention a while back, but I in fact sung about the bastard a while back. Tom Bombadil will be in season 2. And he's going to be played by Rory Kinnear, who you may know as Bill Tanner from the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, but he'll also be known as the guy that fucked the pig on Black Mirror.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And his dad was in the original Willy Wonka. So,
his dad died on set filming one of the Musketeer movies. Roy Kinnear.
What a delightful piece of trivia that is, Paul.
He fell off a horse. Fell off a horse.
Paul, of course, and I play my Chris Eubank. So that's the second Eubank reference this evening. Fucking hell. At the Myth Factory. We've seen photos of him. They've released them, and it's Rory Kinnear with a beard.
And long hair.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because obviously he's somewhat bald.
Yeah.
He's always looked the same as well, even when he was in Bond and stuff. He's always looked exactly the same.
Yeah, I know. He was middle-aged at an early age.
He was
It's
middle-aged.
one of them where like makeup, like bring him in. It's like, right, okay. Fuck it. Right, bring the next one in. And every single time he's in something, he looks like...
Did you see that film that he did for Netflix, The Bank of Dave, based upon that guy who opened his own bank? It's just Rory Kinnear, but with a northern accent.
But now I've got no accent.
Yeah, you want some money? I'll give you some money out of my bank, which is actually just my savings account. You want some money?
E-bike thump.
Yeah. Hey, the banks don't want to know us up here. They don't want to give anyone note, so I'm going to give them money from my own bank. Thank you very much.
And that's not the first time we'll be hearing that accent tonight.
No. Donald Trump here. Nice to see you. He's basically looks like Hagrid, is what he looks like. Let's be honest. Hagrid with a hat.
Bad Hagrid cosplay.
Bad Hagrid.
Bad Hagrid cosplay.
I think I've seen that film, isn't it? Isn't that the one where he goes to the department store at Christmas and has to... Is that the one? And there's a hobbit who's a sidekick.
It wasn't Robbie Coltrane the bad?
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's Billy Bob Coltrane. His brother.
I have comments in my
I
head.
shouldn't have said that. I
I
should not have said that.
I have comments in my head, but I'm not going there. So
No. Oh, no. Don't say that one. Right. So, he says after he made the fucking hospice joke earlier, but yeah, there's some lines I won't cross until I do. Right. So, speaking of Amazon Prime, they're not hanging around when it comes to this fucking Masters of the Universe movie.
there he is.
Last month we discussed / ranted about the
7:30.
fact that the movie will see Prince Adam come from fucking Earth. But now we know who will actually be taking up the leather daddy chest straps and fairy codpiece of He-Man himself. It's Nicholas Galactuses.
I was going to say Cage then. I really did.
Oh, yes, me. I'm He-Man!
He-Man!
I have the power! Nicholas Galactuses has been cast in the role. He hasn't really done much, but his most high-profile roles seem to be the prime original rom-com, Red, White, and Royal Blue, and a small part in the recent Craft remake / sequel, The Craft Legacy. Okay. Will he have the power? The jury's out on that for now. I don't know. Speaking of people who are also powerful, we now know
and also have a legacy.
Yes. Well,
Well,
not anymore.
not anymore.
No. We now know what Superman's going to look like.
But Mike, we know what Superman's been to look like since 1920. So
Shut your face. What I mean is we know he's going to look what he's going to look like in the new movie directed by James Gunn.
He's going to look like David Corenswet in a Superman outfit.
He's going to look like David Cornsweat cosplaying as Henry Cavill. Is what he's going to look like.
But he's got his knickers on.
Yes, he does. There's the picture. I've got it on my screen
Oh, I've
here
seen
now.
that one. Yeah, been putting his boots on.
He's putting his boots on because the world's exploding outside the fucking window.
Doesn't look like he's in a rush. He's just like, I'm just going to put my shoes on first.
Where is my super suit? That's what's going on. It's just like,
he's like, fuck it, let a few of them burn first.
it's like, I'm glad these don't have fucking laces.
Yeah.
I've been here all day.
Do we think this is the kind of outfit that Mark Kent would have made for him? Because
For a moment, I thought, who's Mark Ent? Is he that walking tree that hangs around with Superman?
Mark Kent.
I know
His
now.
parents, yeah.
I'm very tired.
Yes, you are.
I thought he was Mark Ent.
Yeah, because I like the version of the origin where basically his outfit is made for him by his mum. Not that it's, it's an alien battle suit that he finds in the Fortress of Solitude.
It's made out of that silver blanket that he was putting here.
Yeah.
But it's all red. It's all red and blue.
No, seriously.
Get on a plane and stuff like that when he cold.
It's like just run a marathon.
Yeah.
So when they did the
It's
post
3.0 seconds.
when they did the post-crisis reboot of the comics in the 80s, the cape is literally
baby blanket.
is his baby blanket.
Yeah.
So I love that version of my mum made this for me.
It's literally
It's
a
literally-
security blanket.
Yeah.
He can't go anywhere without it. Oh, I can't find Brainiac today. I haven't got me baby blanket, me security blanket. He sucks on the edge.
We'll see, with these comic book films, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
James Gunn is good. We all know he's good. In fact, sometimes he's great.
He is a safe pair of hands. He's
is.
a fucking brilliant.
And
brilliant.
the character is a safe character.
Absolutely. I mean, looking at the costume, it's got the high collar from the new 52 suit. It's got the Kingdom Come S. It doesn't look like the.
it's not an S.
Well, yeah.
It means Hulk.
The shield / sigil on his chest, anyway. And it doesn't look like it's made of that, swimming costume type material. He doesn't look like a diver anymore. Especially as you can see, he's putting his shoes on because he's going outside to play in the park. So we'll see how it. I mean, it's got folds in it, and he's saying that this will not be touched up digitally afterwards. If there's folds because it's fabric, which makes sense.
Great.
Do you know what one of my favourite origins for the costume is? And it's from a book. It's from a novel called It's Superman, and it's like a realistic take on if Superman came out in the 30s. And Clark moves to the big city.
I've seen that. I know that.
It's a great book. He can't fly. He can only jump buildings in a single bound. He moves from Smallville to the big city, and he gets a flatmate, and his flatmate's girlfriend works in the moving pictures. and he gets his costume. It's an old sci-fi movie costume that she finds backstage and gives to him.
Does he work for John Hollywood's grandfather?
Possibly. And Lex Luthor creates these giant robots that look like the old War of the Worlds mechs and stuff
like the sort of thing in the Fleischer cartoons and that.
That's what it's basically as if the Fleischer cartoons were a novel and was taken seriously.
That's cool.
It's fucking fantastic. Definitely worth reading. I love it. I absolutely love that book. Okay, so, I mean, my next question was going to be, what do we think? I think we've already covered that. Mm-hmm. Staying with DC, though, we've got one last piece of news from them. They've officially announced that Millie Alcock will be starring in Supergirl, The Woman of Tomorrow, which is currently slated to release on June the 26th of 2026. Australian Craig Gillespie has been tapped to direct, with his previous hits being Cruella for Disney with Emma Stone and I, Tonya with Margot Robbie. Now, I love I, Tonya. That's a great movie.
I've not got to Cruella yet. I haven't slowly
Very
sort of working through the live action Disney's at the moment.
I, Tonya is great. Now, I don't know if that means that he can do superhero shit, but if he's gone from I, Tonya to Cruella, this seems like a logical next step. He's gone bigger effects wise each time. It makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Can the audience guess what the next thing is?
What do you think we're going to be talking about now?
Fucking sick to death of talking about.
Yeah, it's time for Fantastic Four.
Whoa, let's go. It's a roller coaster, this one.
Right.
That's it when your audience are going, right.
So what else in previous months,
yes, you
made certain predictions about the casting that we are about to discuss.
And the reason why the actors for Galactus were, notably Hispanic, like your man from Antonio Banderas and Benicio del Toro and the other fella from There Will Be Blood.
Which is why they've decided to cast noted Hispanic actor Ralph Ineson.
Yep.
I'm so looking forward to this version of Galactus because it's going to be Ibagumam Beckerschlag, Sulfur Surfer. Get me a planet to eat.
I'm gonna eat your planet, mate. That's what it's just gonna be like. Of course, Ralph is actually from Yorkshire. He's not Mexican or Hispanic in any way, shape, or form.
No.
You'll most well know him from playing Finchy on the UK version of The Office. And he's also Anya Taylor-Joy's father in The Witch.
The Vivitch.
The Vivitch, whatever it's called, yeah. Which you can see in the show notes. I did actually spell with two V's.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yes. You'll probably know his voice most from a billion adverts. And I can't say the car brand Dutcher without hearing him in my head. He's that guy who says Dutcher. The big, deep voice guy. Which, with that deep, booming voice, I think that could be good. I am the eater of worlds, you cunt. That's... I can see that. He's probably not going to say that.
I wish he would. I fucking wish he would. But you get
fuck off with your ultimate nullifier, you twat. Maybe. If Marvel decides to definitely go another way, we're getting Deadpool. They can do what the fuck they like. So joining Innocent is also a much bigger name. And quite the casting for Marvel flick, as they've got John fucking Malkovich signed in an unknown role. Now, the big rumours online is that he's going to be playing Franklin Storm, father of Sue and Johnny. And if they're going to be introducing Franklin Richards, and they say, we name him after my father, it makes sense you get to see the father. So he's probably going to be in it a tiny bit, then die, and then, there we go. Maybe he will become Ralph Ineson instead. Sue, I'll be your dad, you bastard! Get those down the shift. Well, anyway. When I was a lad, we had to cross 43 galaxies in storm and rain and snow to eat a planet. You got to eat a planet? Luxury.
In my head,
I had meteors for lunch. You got lunch? Oh, la-di-da!
Was it Galactus, Doctor Doom, Apocalypse, and one
Aquaman? He's canonically Yorkshire now in our universe. And they're all in a bathtub rolling down a hill. Chased by a xenomorph. Yeah, there you go. Our final piece of Final Fantasy.
Fighting fantasy.
Yeah, I saw FF. Fantastic forecasting news about someone who didn't actually get the role as Raoul Coley.
So non-news.
Yes. He's best known for the TV shows Midnight Mass and iZombie, which is actually fairly decent.
And I think he would have made a really good Doctor Who.
Yeah.
You know, he was connected to what turned out to be a fan film at one point.
Really?
There was a whole announcement and that, and then he found out, these people don't have any rights or anything like that, and it's actually a fan film. And
Fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, I do think it's something that I think he would like to do, but
he's clearly got geeky.
Geeky
bent.
Oh yeah. Because he was on.
He was on Black Man Beyond.
With Mark. Yeah.
So this guy was speaking with the podcast Salam Nerds about castings and how an actor deals with rejection, and he caught himself just before he said too much, but he did manage to reveal the fact that he'd lost out on the role of Reed Richards to Pedro Pascal. Because he was just because he was saying about him being potentially up for Reed Richards at one point, and he was just like, yeah, but you know, Pedro came in and I probably shouldn't say any more than I've said, so I'll shut up there. But yeah, I didn't get it. That's what he said basically. I think he would have been great, and it would have been a really different take, and it shows that Marvel weren't looking for just the lantern-jawed white guy one more time.
Oh yeah. I think there needs to be a lot more.
I would love to see him in something Marvel. That I think he deserves it. He's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm sure he's on their radar. But
Well, yeah, he had a fucking audition.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a lot more colourblind casting for this sort of thing. You don't necessarily need to stick to the ethnicity of the source character.
Yeah, I agree with that. But sometimes going completely off base doesn't work for them, because look at the backlash to Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. But then, granted, that's because they cast Kate Mara as his sister, adopted or not. They had two different ethnicities for siblings.
She was the adopted one.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying is because they couldn't just say, oh, these two are siblings and just stick to one ethnicity. They kind of shot themselves in the foot there. But, you know, best actor for the best role, not always the case, because then you get stuff like that happen. But anyway, so keeping with Marvel, noted scooper My Time to Shine, hello, that's the name, has stated that Hawkeye Season 2 is in active development, with both Haley Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner both set to be returning, but obviously a reduced role for Renner given his special hug with a snowplow. He legally died. The rumour right now is that it's going to be like The Raid and Dread, and have all the action take place just in one location, like in a tower block, which is rumoured to be Fisk Tower, and to confront whoever that is at the top. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the Kingpin, whereas the lead villain right now is said to be Clint Barton's brother Barney, a.k.a. Trickshot.
Ooh.
And I think it'd be so nice to flesh out the Barton brothers story, so we'll definitely keep tabs on that one, because obviously they've not really gone into the circus. The circus? The Andy Circus!
The circus!
They've not gone to the circus! When are they going to get to the fireworks factory? Scout Simpsons, though. So, yeah, they've not gone into the circus aspect of Hawkeye or anything like that, so we shall see. Staying in the TV realm, though, we're now going to talk about The Last of Us Season 2. Short piece of news this week, as it was announced that the Batman star Jeffrey Wright, he played Commissioner Gordon in that movie, he will be playing the role of Isaac Dixon, that he originated in the actual video game of Last of Us Part 2.
Very cool.
Awesome.
This isn't the first time they've done this, as they've reused some actors from the games in the first season as well. I'm not going to give away any more about him. Let's just say he's not a very nice man. So we will see.
I like how people just immediately go with the Batman star Jeffrey Wright as opposed to Westworld star Jeffrey Wright,
I know.
or like What If star Jeffrey Wright, or
American
all of
Fiction.
the other thousands of
James
things
Bond.
Jeffrey Wright has
Yeah.
done.
I know.
Felix
but-
Leiter and all that.
Like Bond. And,
Yeah, but for us, it's just easier to just say, that guy with the muzzy in Batman, he's been to Liverpool. Anyway, a while back now. Yes,
I know.
yeah. Who else was in Liverpool recently? John Krasinski and what's her name? Queen Amidala.
yes.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
They were driving around in a sports car.
Yeah, it's what's his
They're filming Guy Ritchie's new movie.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie's new, the Fountain of Youth.
That's the one.
Yeah.
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 You were by the museum.
Well, when I was dropping Joshua off for one of the rehearsals at the theatre the week he was in singing Nuns versus the Nazis.
You caught yourself then.
They were setting
Spring
up to
time.
film at St George's Hall, so I saw like the Warner Brothers truck and stuff like that, and they also
Warner Brothers bloody love St George's Hall.
They do.
They love it.
They do.
I wonder
yes.
if they're going to take the bus stop out
Yeah,
of this one.
the Batman, the Wizarding World franchise. They do love
Gotham City
they-
with
they've
its
got-
Merseyrail buses.
They have a
Merseyrail?
You know who else is filming in Liverpool at the moment?
Yeah.
Famous actor famous for dying in a lot of his roles.
Sam Rockwell from Moon.
Sean Bean.
Oh, him. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so doing a TV show in Liverpool at the moment.
Okay.
Lovely. I'm going to commit to him being dead by the end of the final episode because it's Sean Bean.
He will be. Speaking of people who are going to die, the only segue I've got. We're going back. So a while back we learned that Andy Muschietti was expanding on his It movies, taking them to the small screen with a show on the Max streaming service called Welcome to Derry. As production ramps up, it has been announced that Pennywise himself will appear in the show once again, played by Bill Skarsgård, with his wonky eyes and his big-ass grin. The series will act as a prequel to the movies and will focus on the years before the Losers Club. Hopefully it's going to showcase the 50s, which is when the younger portion of the original book and the original miniseries was set. So I'd like that. My only concern, we know that Pennywise will not be defeated, because obviously the movies, so there are no stakes. The only stakes there are of the heroes, how many, if any, will die. Yeah. But they cannot win. So you're not going to have a happy ending to this show.
I mean, Star Wars taught me that at a young age with the prequels and stuff.
Yeah,
You know what's coming, or you know what's not going to happen.
Yeah.
The thing is, the whole Pennywise thing is going to be more background to whatever the main story for this would be.
You mean Pennywise's influence over the entire town? So Pennywise will be the background to Pennywise's influence. Do you want to have another crack at that one, Paul?
Look, it's
That's like saying the bus takes the back seat and the wheels on the bus go round and round. Because it's about the wheels, really. Let's face it.
Look,
What are the attacks to, Paul? The bus!
There will still be a plot with stakes for those
Dinner.
characters.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. My immediate thought is it's going to be Stephen King meets Twin Peaks, basically.
Well, they already
Well,
did that in Castle Rock.
Indeed. But again, different take.
That lost me, that show. It did. It lost
I
me.
thought the first season was great. I didn't watch. I didn't watch the second one.
Started watching the second one, and then it's one of those shows that I never
Who's
purposely
in the bottom
said.
of the spooky hole? Bill Skarsgård once again. Fucking hell.
It's not one of those ones where you actively say, right, nah, fuck this, I'm not watching this anymore. It's just one of those things that just like goes away, and you don't go back to it.
Yeah.
Under the Dome, Season 2. Did
Oh,
anyone watch that? No one watched
no.
Under the Dome Season 2.
And it still managed 3 seasons.
Yes.
Bizarrely.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Are any of it relevant to the book? Is any of it even close to the book? Fuck no! Do you know what happens in the book? Everyone fucking dies.
Oh, okay.
Everyone
Spoilers.
burns to fucking death. And then the few survivors go up to the top of a mountain to find a fucking magic rock, and then there's aliens.
Okay.
Stephen King, everybody! Because he can't think of any other way to finish his books. It's fucking shit.
Was it in the Coke years?
No, surprisingly, this is like the mid-2000s.
Oh, so post post being run over by the van
So
and
it's-
being
so
on a lot of painkillers.
Pain-
So
Because,
expect
yes,
Jeremy
it's
Renner's first novel anytime
The
soon.
ketamine years.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, we're going to stay with horror. And Mike Flanagan is officially signed on to produce, write, and direct the new Exorcist movie.
What did you describe him as in the show notes?
I don't know. What did I call him?
The most talented Flanagan since Walt.
Oh, yes, I did, yes.
God love the
I
Baron.
forgot about that, yeah. I forgot about
Is this the guy that did Midnight Mass?
Yes.
Right, okay,
so,
cool.
Flanagan will be most known for doing Haunting of a Hill House, Haunting of Bly
of
Manor,
course, yeah.
Fall of the House of Usher, which is fucking amazing. He did Midnight Mass for Netflix, as we mentioned before. He also did the movies Hush, about the deaf girl whose house is getting the home invasion, and he did Doctor Sleep, which he did a fantastic job on, because not only does it need to be an adaptation of the novel, but it also needs to be a sequel to Kubrick's version of The Shining as well, and it's brilliant, and it doesn't get enough love. He also did Oculus as well, which is about the eye thing.
Not seen that one.
Yeah. So the movie's going to come from Blumhouse, and will not be a follow-up to Exorcist Heavy Breather, or whatever the fuck that movie was called, as they've abandoned plans for that trilogy. Because have you seen it?
Not yet. I will do at some point. To be fair,
it's like David Gordon Green, who directed that, decided to get the original negatives for the original Exorcist movie, put them on the floor, pull his pants down, and take a big shit all over them. He's just like, fuck you.
You know what? I love me the Exorcist movies.
Yes.
The Exorcist, of course, is a work of genius. The Exorcist 2, The Heretic, shouldn't exist. Exorcist 3 is an awesome and massively underrated movie.
Wow.
I have then not actually... I couldn't tell you which of the Exorcist 4s I've seen, because there are two of them.
Yeah, there's Dominion and The Beginning.
Dominion is Exorcist 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, are you sure? No, Exorcist 3 is just called Exorcist 3.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking because of what
No,
the
Exorcist
original
4
novel was
the
called.
Dominion and The Beginning.
Yeah, I know I've watched one of the discs in my box set. I just can't remember which one. And one of these days, whichever one I watched, it was okay. But yeah.
Well.
So I will get to it at some point, I'm sure.
Well,
just like I will be getting to The First Omen now that it's dropped on Disney+.
The first what?
The First Omen.
Fuck you. Say it properly.
Just did, so fuck you.
Omen.
Yeah.
Omen. The Omen. It's like the X-Men.
Yes, Queen. Yes.
More orgasms.
Change subjects very slightly, because I can't remember if we brought this up last podcast. Have you guys watched Late Night with the Devil yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I keep putting it off.
Joshua really wants to watch it.
Guys,
and
you know me, I'm not the big horror guy here, but that is it Dave DeSmulch?
David Desmalchian, he's a genius.
Who?
David Desmalchian. Yeah, we love him.
Honestly,
Zippy from Rainbow's turned up.
it's about time. It's about time he had his own. Being the lead, I thoroughly enjoyed that film. I thought it was fantastic. It was one of those where you know that it's moderately low budget when they turn up to the set and you just go, oh yeah, we're not leaving there.
Yeah.
This is the film.
This is us.
And they made it work, and they did it in a couple of really interesting ways. Without any spoilers, there are times when the camera's on and times when it's not.
Yeah.
And when the camera is not on, it's in black and white.
That's cool.
And that was it. It was just cool. Anyway, that's to change the subject. You have show notes.
I'm gonna.
I've only just got on the poster, so I don't get the show notes.
That's okay. Oh yeah, sorry. I should send them to you. Really?
I know. I'll go blind, mate. I don't care.
I know you like going in blind, so that's fine. Going in raw. So as I just mentioned there, for me, really, the first Exorcist, is the best in the series. Paul has mentioned 3, which is decent.
It is.
But if you think about it, the Exorcist series, it's only really got one outstanding, exceptional movie, but it's a highly regarded franchise. But it's only got really one exceptional movie. And then if you think about Predator, for example, you've got Predator, you've got Predator 2, okay. You've got Predators, you've got The Predator, you've got AVP, you've got AVP 2 Requiem, and then you've got Prey. Prey is a great movie, I will give it that. But for the longest time, Predator was seen as this fantastic franchise when only really it's resting on the laurels of the first movie.
Absolutely.
So it makes me think of what other movie series are there that are very well respected, but have only really got one decent movie when you think about it.
The Crow.
I mean,
yes.
Oh, that's a great answer.
Perfect example.
That's a great answer.
Thing is, though, I've recently rewatched because of the reboot coming up.
Yeah.
Which even fucking Bill Skarsgård says he doesn't like.
Yeah.
And he's playing the bastard Crow.
Yeah. I rewatched The Crow recently. I don't actually really rate it.
Oh.
I think that it's only as popular as it is because of its notoriety, because of what happened to
For
its
those of you
start.
listening at home, Brandon Lee was
if
killed making it.
Yeah.
if the lead hadn't died
Yes.
while making that movie, it would have gone straight to video and sank without trace. I guarantee it.
Now, this one might be controversial, but my pick for this, Halloween. Halloween 1 is a fucking masterpiece in tension and thrills. Halloween 2 on Halloween 3, I'm not even going to count because it should always
It's
be
got the
separate.
name. It's got the name, but nothing else.
It's Halloween in name only. Yeah. But each of those sequels just go down in my estimation. Even Halloween 2016, 2015, whatever it was, 2017. What the
Halloween.
first- the other Halloween, the third Halloween movie. Don't get me on that. Is not. It tries to be essentially a remake of the original, and it fails on every single step of the way. For me, Halloween, the original Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween.
Well, I think everything that
Is
you're
the
saying,
best.
it's all horrors that are coming into my head as well. That's really
Yeah,
weird.
me,
That's what I'm
me,
saying.
when although the other one that I did have one, and I think this might be controversial.
Go on.
I think that there is actually only one decent Terminator movie.
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one
Yeah, I'll give you
was okay.
It sets up Terminator 2.
Every single one of these things that you're saying is that the one that we're picking, the one that we're saying is the groundbreaking one.
Yeah.
It's the one that was the first time they did it. Nightmare on Elm Street. The first,
I was gonna
the
say
first
Nightmare.
Time, the first time that you're in your safe place, which is your bed, after you've just watched a fucking horror film.
Yeah.
And then he's going to come and get you anyway.
There is
I've got
nowhere
no
safe,
escape.
yeah.
You fuck off. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Because Nightmare 2.
Face prick.
Nightmare 2 is not a very good movie.
No.
Nightmare 3 picks back up because you get Nancy back and you get the Dream Warriors and
Yeah.
you get to establish that people can actually
I-
do things to
I-
defend themselves
I-
in their dreams.
I really rate New Nightmare.
So it
I'm
goes-
a big fan of New Nightmare.
See, for me, Nightmare...
kind of agree with that.
I'll probably do it this way because of you guys. So, Nightmare on Elm Street starts there. Nightmare 2, Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4, 5, 6, New Nightmare,
Yeah.
and then the
New
remake.
Nightmare.
So, yeah. It's, yeah... I will
Jaws.
give you that. Yes.
Jaws, yeah, because
First one.
Yeah. You're not going to beat it.
If,
No.
Yeah, fight me. It's the fucking... I watched it recently again with the missus as well because she will sit and watch it. And we watched the others as well.
Now, that's a franchise that shits the bed after
Oh
the first
my
movie.
God. Oh my God. It's so awfully bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
They
Michael Caine.
They filmed. I'm talking about the others, the movies, the others.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that in the new one. Yeah,
No.
they filmed all three of them back to fucking back, like they were fucking Lord of the Rings or some shit. You know, when Lord of the Rings was about those three people in masks that try and break into your house in the middle of the night. Yeah, you know. Although to be fair, they did do that in the Prance and Pony and Fellowship of the
So-
Anyway,
Without just saying Evil Dead. Because I know you will.
don't you fucking dare.
No, I'm not. Jesus Christ, man.
I'll
I'm not.
punch you in
I'm not that
the
guy.
face. I'm tired, but I've still got fucking strength in me arms, mate.
Rewatchability for, let's say, series, whether it be a trilogy or there's 5 of them or anything. Is there any others out there besides Evil Dead? Because even I've watched all 3 Evil Dead many times.
How many Evil Deads?
Well, I'm sorry, the first 3. So
Right,
and
okay.
then you've got the
'Cause
new
there's
ones.
5. There's 5.
So
There's
you-
even more if you want to count the Japanese ones.
I don't.
Okay.
So you've got 1, 2, Army of Darkness, the remake, and then what's the next one then?
Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
So of course there is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have seen them all. I have seen them all.
I've only actually watched
And-
them all. I may have seen the first one a couple of times, but the
Yeah.
rest I've only watched like
So
once.
is there any horror films for you out there that are a series that has got the rewatchability of sitting there and going, do you know what? This
I
week,
can watch
Monday
all
I'm
of
going to
these.
watch that.
You know what?
Tuesday,
That's the thing is, I'm talking about movies that go downhill after like one entry or only have one decent entry, but I'll still watch all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets all in one go.
Yeah, so would I. Given the,
I
it's
enjoy
a box
the
set that I
characters, not the
desperately do
movies.
want to go through at some point. I've still not got round to watching all of them. The Saw franchise.
Okay.
See, now,
I can because of the way that the story goes, and then you go on to another one, and then it like slots other stuff back into the previous movie,
Yeah.
and it kind of develops and
It's
develops and develops.
But that's the
It,
thing.
it is something that I find I would just be dragged through all 10
That's
fucking
the ironic
movies.
thing, though. What's the killer's name in the Saw movies? what's the killer's name?
Jigsaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those movies are a fucking jigsaw.
Yeah.
You have to piece them together in the right order.
I enjoy them for what they are because
I thought Saw 10 was great.
I find them very uncomfortable to watch because I'm not a fan of basically torture porn.
Yeah.
And you know, things like Saw 2 has the needle pit.
Yeah.
I hate needles.
Yeah.
So that you know, Cat'll tell you, but you know, watching me watch that is.
But you know there was a prop error with that as well. Some of them needles were real.
Yeah. I think I've told that story.
So it's like
they were just like,
hypodermic needles. Do not like.
which one of these are the real ones? Which one of these are the fake
Go away,
ones?
go away,
throw
go
them
away.
The
both
ones
in.
that are hurting me, the real ones. Fucking take them out!
You can see the actual genuine terror on her face and that because she's just like, I don't know what's what here, so let's just fucking go with it. Yeah.
So anything else for you besides Evil Dead that you could sit and happily watch?
Oh, Friday the 13th. I'm not saying that they're all great.
No.
Because once you get to like Jason takes a boat.
Jason in space.
No, I like that one.
Do you?
I do. I like Jason
I am
X.
slowly working my way through the Fridays.
The mask is badass in that one.
But Freddy versus Jason is utter shite.
It's fun though.
No,
It's
it's not.
fun.
It's not even fun.
No, I love it.
No.
I may have watched it twice. I
saw
do
that in cinema.
believe that I
You
enjoyed
are
it
a
at the time.
glutton for punishment.
I've seen it more than twice. I've seen it many times more than twice. I went to see that at the pictures with because I'm a big Jason guy, and my friend Rooney, who I had to go and see it with, is a huge Freddy guy. So we were literally the
Fight!
Yeah, we sat next to each other.
There's only one way to
And
decide it.
at the end of the movie, I just turned to him and went, and he's like, but he winked at the camera, he's still alive. I'm like, shut up, he's fucking dead, you twat. So, just because my guy got his fucking fingers chopped off, I don't know how he's holding the head. Scream.
Great first
Yes,
one.
that is a good shout.
That's very good.
The first
actually.
movie is great. Then they go downhill.
Yeah.
In a big bad way.
I can quite happily rewatch all the Scream movies.
Again, I've done that
Can you?
in the last year as well.
I don't know. Even I don't even. Get
Oh
on
god,
the
have you ever
two.
tried watching the TV show? On
No.
Netflix.
No,
Scream. Oh my god, I've never turned something off so quickly. There's a scene where there's a girl in the you know, it's moonlit. She's in the pool. She's swimming. The lights are coming over. That's all the light you've got. It's like, and then a sound effect of like, or something. You know, like a. She fucking reacts to it. She reacted to us to like a note, some music or something. She's like, what's that?
Like a
was like-
fucking meerkat.
It's the sound effects, sweetheart. Chill out and just do your lamps. Fucking hell, get them in. Oh, it's bad. Really bad.
No,
Couldn't-
that's
I
one of them I
couldn't
will
forgive
watch eventually, but I'm not asked. I watched a series on Netflix recently called Keep Breathing. And it's actually funny, got the main girl from the recent Saw movies in there. Not Saw, Scream movies in there. And it's it's about this woman. I watched it because I thought, I like the description. A woman is the sole survivor of a plane crash in the wilderness and has to survive. I thought, great. I like stuff like that. I like, the Yellow Jackets, the TV show. I think that's great. So this sounds this sounds like a cheap version of Yellow Jackets. Instead of getting 20 girls, you just get one girl in the wilderness. And it's all about this girl who has basically severe mental illness, keeps flashing back to scenarios in her life. She's an alcoholic, and all she's doing is drinking and sleeping with this guy, and her life is completely out of control. And I thought it'd be this story about this girl in the wilderness. It is, but it's more about how mental illness affects you, because her mum was schizophrenic and all this kind of stuff, and her dad's just died, and she's dealing with grief and what have you. She found out she's pregnant, so she's having to deal with that on top of it, and she's just in the wilderness in the middle of nowhere. There's one other guy who survives the plane crash. She drags him to shore, but he's unconscious the entire time. She kills up to him at night for warmth. The next day, she decides to swim back to the plane because it crashed in the lake. She was going to get some supplies out of the lake. Comes out to the lake. There's a bear eating the fucker, isn't there? It's just like, fucking sucks to be you, mate, you know?
Oh man.
And then his ghost is tormented the entire time, going, you're not going to fucking survive here. You're shit. She keeps walking around in circles because she can't figure out how to use the sun to work out what she's going. She falls down a hole, gets trapped by a rock, breaks her ankle, climbs out of
she
the
gets
hole.
trapped by the rock.
Yeah, he's lying on top of her. 1, 2, 3. She gets trapped by the rock. She can't. Yeah, she gets out of the hole, immediately falls off a fucking cliff. And then she thinks she's finally reaching civilization, and there's a big fuck off river in the way.
Is this like
It's shit.
It sounds like Mr. Magoo.
It's what it's like. It's Mr. Magoo with mental illness. It's just like, oh dear, I can't see, but I've got all the ghosts inside my mind. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. Fucking shit. It's 6 episodes on Netflix. It's crap. But it's that fun shit. So you're just like, oh my god, when you fucking learn how to walk.
I'm 3 episodes into something now, which is actually kind of cool because Stephen Moffat wrote it. And it's from 2022, I think. The Inside Man.
Oh, okay.
With Tennant. So we're doing that in a minute. And that is a roller coaster of emotions. I think, fucking hell. Every 5 years, like, well, nothing else.
I'm going to turn your cockney for a moment.
Fucking
Go blimey, governor!
Fucking hell. Oh, Mary Poppins, you need to watch the Inside Man, you do.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my God, this is happening now. Oh, thank God that's it then. Oh, now that's happened as well. Yeah. Oh, that's just made everything worse, hasn't it? Let's hope nothing else happens. Oh my God, please put that down. Oh, stop it. And it's just every single thing.
Right, now that you're done, let's watch this TV show.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm going to finish it off tonight when I get in. and I'm going to watch the show.
Hey-o. There we go. Put down a sheet. Right, so that's all the movie news and TV news and other news that I've got. So I'm going to hand it over to Paul, as he's going to pick up a penguin apparently and do the Doctor Who section. Play the sounder. I'll play the sounder.
Hold on to your lapels, Chessington. It's the Doctor Who news.
The world of adventures.
Look how happy he is. Look at his little face every time.
And we are going to be talking about this shit for about 3 hours. We are over halfway through the season with only 3 more episodes now remaining. Those are next week. It's Rogue. Which is the sort of space Bridgerton episode.
Oh, God.
And then we've got the 2-part The Legend of Ruby Sunday and Empire of Death over the following 2 weeks. And you can also watch those 2 episodes in cinemas all across the UK from 11 p.m. on the 21st of June. I'm going to be in Egypt, so I'm not going to get to go and do
rub it
this.
in, Paul.
But Joshua and Simone have booked their tickets to go and say. What about you guys? Are you
going to Egypt?
Yes, I'm going to.
You kept that quiet.
You know what? I'm going to be in Egypt at the same time.
Egyptians?
No, my daughter.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's going on holiday for a week. Yeah.
What? Sharm El Sheikh?
I believe so.
Oh fucking hell! We might bump into her.
Fly all the way to fucking Africa. There's my daughter. Surprise. I don't know why she's, a gay cabaret singer. But,
Hello, my baby. Hello, my hello, my ragtime gal. Are either of you gonna go and see it on the big screen, or are you just gonna stay at home and watch it on iPlayer?
As we all know, I'm a little bit behind with the Doctor, and
1964 he's on.
And now, I've gone through a lot of it.
Like
so,
1965 he's on.
Okay.
So I finished Tennant. You're welcome. And Smith as well. Did the Matt Smith bit.
Did you put a sheet down?
With Capaldi. It's not for me, that one.
Oh, that's a shame.
It really is.
I rewatched all of Capaldi recently, and there's so much good stuff in there.
When I was watching it, for me, just if I want the angry middle-aged white-haired, know-it-all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the white-haired know-it-all. I watch House, and that's what it was for me. It's House in Space.
House in Space.
So I did a few of them. I did give it a really good go. So I watched the first 3 episodes of each season.
Okay.
And I watched the last episode.
Do me a favour. Watch Last Christmas. The Christmas specials.
I have watched that one.
That's fucking brilliant.
Which one?
I wish that had been Jenna's swan song.
Which it was going to be, and then she went, I can't
I'll hang on for a bit longer.
Which is the one that you sniffed? Who are we talking about?
That's Jenna Coleman.
Yeah, I'll have a sniff of that and all, mate.
Yeah, sniff bros.
No, I know who we're talking about, absolutely. The fact that you guys give him shit about it, you're all out your minds. My God, that girl is insanity.
Do you know what it was, though, Stephen? It was the Soufflé girl outfit in the...
Yeah, it's the red dress from when she's a Dalek.
Yeah. Yeah, from Asylum of the Daleks.
A good choice, sir.
Yeah.
A good choice.
Thank you very much,
A good choice.
Yeah.
Smell of souffle.
What? So is that where you're up to at the moment, then?
I can get mine to rise. I'll tell you that much. I just killed Doug for a moment.
He's trying not to snort monster out of his nose.
And I didn't. Huzzah! Yeah, so I've done that, and now I'm at Jodie.
Yeah.
It's so far I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm up to the. So I think I'm only in the second episode. To be fair, the Rona Parks episode.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which I think could have been amazing if Bradley Walsh was just sat on that bus crying.
Do you know how it could have been better?
I thought
Is
they were
if the
very
kid
clever.
who plays Ryan could act.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, he's fucking
You know what?
dreadful, isn't he?
I think.
Oh, Bradley Walsh, I can't ride a bike. Oh no, how will I do this? Oh, my nan is dead now.
I will not call you Grandad until it's poignant in the storyline.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Toshin is massively underrated, and his career is going places.
Where? The acting
Well,
school?
Netflix for a start.
Yeah. Anyway,
he is in some quite hope.
that's where I'm up to, and
No.
I kind of
I
like.
wouldn't put it on my show reel.
I kind of like Jodie Whittaker. I feel like she's doing
She's
a
got
bit of a
good energy.
Tennant. I feel like she's got that Tennant energy, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
She's doing Manic Pixie Dream Girl mixed with College Professor.
Yeah.
From the north.
And the fact that she's
From
got-
Yorkshire.
Hey, up me! I'm going face off against Space Galactus. Space Galactus win. I'm supposed to fucking Spanish Galactus. I shall eat the Costa del Sol.
And I noticed again recycling actors again.
Yeah.
With I can never remember the guy's name. I even looked it up before the show and I've already forgotten it. The guy who plays so in those stupid wizard ones with that little boy in it with a scar on his head.
Yes.
The caretaker.
Oh, Filch. David Bradley.
David
Yeah.
Bradley.
So
the
he
first Doctor.
So he plays the first Doctor and he plays that.
He plays dinosaurs on a spaceship, man.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like, come on, guys, give other people work, give other people jobs.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Capaldi.
Capaldi's done it twice.
No, he's been in Doctor Who 3 times,
Oh my
technically.
God.
So he did Fires of Pompeii, where he was
Yes.
Caecilius.
He did
was always
Torchwood.
Yes, he did Torchwood, where he was, I forget his name now.
Mr. Frobisher.
Oh, that's
He was
yes.
John
Because people
Frobisher.
thought he was going to be a fucking shape-changing penguin for the longest time. Because in Doctor Who, in the comics, there is a companion called Frobisher, who is a whiffadil, who is a 6-foot-tall penguin that can shape change.
Well, he got stuck in the form of a penguin.
And he sounds like a 1950s gangster kind of guy.
He's a
private eye.
He was joking about the whole pick up a penguin thing at the start, and we've still managed to actually get to
Frobisher.
That's because that's the line of professionalism I
If you
expect from this show.
If you think I'm lying, I am really not. The Sixth Doctor had a companion who was a 6-foot-tall penguin who was a private eye from the 1950s.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, anything can happen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's live Rick and Morty.
John Ridgway did the artwork for Doctor Who magazine at the time in the comic strip, and I knew him more primarily from 2000 AD at the time, but.
The funny thing is,
the stuff he did for Doctor Who magazine was just generally as a comic book artist, he is one of the best British artists still around.
So funny thing, as I say, when they were doing Torchwood Children of Earth, it was a miniseries, 5
I
episode
did watch
miniseries.
that one when it aired.
He
Yes.
plays Mr. Frobisher in that, and everyone was convinced that he would be revealed to be this fucking penguin. Yeah. Because, you know, in this sci-fi drama about we want 10% of the Earth's children to snort as drugs. Penguin!
That was that was a really weird thing, that, because
It's great.
when that was airing, this big dude that I used to work with, who had no geek in him whatsoever, was like, "Fucking hell, did you watch that?"
Going to the Yanto
Well,
Shrine, lad.
I think
I was like,
a lot
mate.
of
He's like,
lot of
"Oh my
people
God,
watched it who
It's
weren't.
fucking deep, that, isn't it?"
Yeah, a lot of people watched it because it was who wouldn't usually watch it because they turned it into a big event by having it stripped 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Anyway.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was good, and but yeah, from that we got the Yanto Shrine, which is one of the weirdest places I've ever been in my life.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, we've
Well-
been to this story, haven't we?
No,
So-
we haven't.
Okay, so you know the character of Yanto from Torchwood,
Yanto Jones,
the Welsh guy.
Yes.
who
He
Jack-
dies at
Jack-
the end
yes.
of
He,
Children
spoilers.
of Earth.
He dies in
Yeah.
episode 4 of Children of Earth. And so what people decided to do is on the Cardiff waterfront, where the so-called secret entrance to Torchwood is.
Yeah, the entrance.
The public entrance.
Yeah, the public entrance to the tourist information office that is supposed to be the sort of upstairs at Torchwood.
So people jokingly at the beginning started to take flowers down to say, "Oh, this character died," it turned into a full-on fucking shrine, which is still there today.
Yeah.
People still take fucking cards and flowers to this shrine, to this
this is
fictional
like
character that died like 12 years ago.
15 years ago.
15 years ago,
15.
even more. Yeah.
And we did a Jolly Nerds outing to Cardiff. It's when we went and did the Doctor Who exhibition.
Yeah.
And we did a bit of wandering around Cardiff and going, oh, that's where the Autons smashed up shops in Rose and this, that, and the other.
This is the diner where the Doctor sat.
We went to Yanto's shrine, and he basically got.
I think I still have that footage somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure between us we've still got all the footage that we never used from that trip because we were going to put it.
You can't put that online. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, you basically there was this girl there who was from like Brazil or something that just had him for 20 minutes telling him about her fanfic.
Hey, Mary Sue fanfic.
About him, about Yanto and Captain Jack.
She was there as well, helping them save the world. And all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, Mary Sue.
And the funny thing is, he's stood there with the phone like that, filming, and I'm just there going.
And I just sort of eventually wandered away and left them to it.
And I'm just still talking to this fucking nutter for like 20 minutes.
Fucking hell.
And I was just like, okay, cool, yeah. And all it was just like, so can I ask, why have you come to the shrine? What made you want to bring something to the shrine? That was it, nice simple question. All she had to say was like, oh, I like the character in the show, and I've written a bit of fanfic about him before as well, and I just think it'd be fun to just come and pay.
Several hours later.
Yeah. So then we get into the space rocket, and then there's buttons that we have to press, and I'm the only one who knows the combination, and I have to say, Yanto, I brought you back from the dead. This is for your special, this is what you were brought back to do. And he has to know the combination from his mind. But oh no, he can't remember. And the only way he can unlock the combination is from a secret kiss from Captain Jack, but not on the lips. No. They have to play a guessing game to find out which part of the body he will kiss in order to unlock the memory. And I'm there going, like the fucking twister board, spinning the thing, going, kiss him on his right elbow. No, that didn't do it. Left knee, green. And all this, and that's what it's fucking like. She's just chatting on nonsense. I'm like, shut up! Let me go away!
So when's this getting published? When's BBC picking this one up?
I believe Nicholas Briggs has turned it into a big finish. So,
now, the current season, which some of us are up to date with, and some of the audience aren't, but spoilers, the season kicked off with the double bill of Space Babies and The Devil's Chord. What did we think of Spabies?
It was certainly an episode that exists.
Oh come on! It was fun. It was
nice.
fun.
And is this Shooty's first goal?
Sorry,
no, Christmas was his
Christmas.
First. Well,
Christmas.
technically, the one with the toy maker.
We had that. Shooty's first bit.
Shooty.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
See,
seriously, don't.
How
do
do you
that.
pronounce his second name?
Gatwa.
Okay, so whenever
Gatwa.
you do that, yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Shooty Gatwa.
So every time you go, Shooty, I go, Gatwa. Should we try it again from the top?
Okay. Who plays the new Dr. Paul?
Shooty Gatwa.
Shooty
Gatwa.
Thank you.
I just want to clarify here. Are we taking the piss out of his name, or are we taking the piss out of me saying his name?
You.
Why? Because that's how you say his name.
Okay. You say it. Shooty.
No, I say Shooty. Shooty Gatwa.
Shooty.
Gatwa.
That's you saying it that way, not me.
But either way, it's funny.
Okay, anyway, Space Baby, it's fun. That's what it needed. It just needed to kick off with, it's the first time for the Doctor and Ruby going somewhere in the TARDIS and introducing her to, this is the kind of shit that I do, and you can be involved in this.
But you know what put me off slightly is the weird mouths on the babies. It's just like, it was too Uncanny Valley. I would have preferred it if they'd have just done it like, do you remember the 1 year anniversary special we did last year, and I did the fucking things like, I love Schwarzenegger, the mouth. I'd prefer it if they'd have just done fucking that with it, you know?
Have you been watching the
Doctor Speak Baby though?
Well, he does, yeah, but these aren't babies.
Oh, are they not?
These are like fucking...
They are space babies.
These are like 20-year-old babies.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
who have the ability to run the space station.
It's like imagine, Wally.
There's
You've
no
got
heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There isn't, but thanks for that bleak thought, Paul. Cheers. Wally, you've got the fat people in the pods riding around in the space station. Imagine them, but they're babies. Okay. They're grown-ups, but they're babies, and they can't do anything really for themselves.
Right.
That's the premise. Oh, and there's creepy pickled babies in jars, which isn't terrifying at 6 o'clock in the evening at all.
Basically, the plot line is, I mean, what I wasn't expecting from an episode entitled Space Babies was a commentary on, reproductive rights, basically.
Yeah.
Because it's very much a sort of pro-choice commentary. Because it basically turns out, the people who were growing the baby, it was a baby farm. The space station is a baby farm. They're growing babies, and then all the people who run the baby farm were sent home, but they couldn't kill the babies that were growing.
Yeah.
So they had to let them.
They had to abandon the children, but they couldn't kill them. And they had to leave them to live and just die on their own, essentially. But the system still works, so it's still so even when they die, it's still growing new ones to take their place. So they can't take the babies and put them down on the planet and let them live their lives, but they can't kill them either. They can't turn the systems off. So
that wasn't my expectation, but I
didn't expect a fart in space station either.
No. Yes, well, okay, and a monster that is literally made out of bogies.
Yeah,
the bogey monster.
Bogies.
Yeah,
bogies.
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 Bogies. It was what it needed to be, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was good fun. But the one we were, I think, most looking forward to out of the two that kicked off the season.
Where are we, Paul?
Yes.
Okay.
Doctor Who does the Beatles.
Doctor Who pads out the last 5 minutes with the dance number.
But you have a problem with the dance number.
I don't like that.
Why not?
Because it's not fucking Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's just like, we've got 5 minutes to fill. I've ended the story too soon. Let's have a dance.
Right. The maestro is the child of the toy maker. So the toy maker had rules of play.
Yeah.
So the maestro,
which is a different board game shop down in Cardiff.
Yes, indeed. And we spent a lot of money when we were in Cardiff.
Is this the episode with Jinx Monsoon?
It is. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Continue.
Now, so at the end of the episode with the maestro has rules of music and musicality and music calls. So it makes perfect sense that at the end we have a song and dance number.
There's a twist.
There's always a twist at the end.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
If you look at the credits.
Or indeed during the episode, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah, we will.
The following week, we had the 10th thriller, Boom!
The 10th thriller?
Tense. I said, don't do that. Seriously, don't do that.
Yes, the one where Doctor Who has to escape
He
a
has
site.
He has to stand in one space for the entire episode. It debuted Verada See-Through,
Verada See-Through?
See-Through. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. Verada See-Through. She's been announced recently as the new companion, but she was playing...
What's that? You predicted that she was going to sing a song. Who was going to sing a song?
We...
On the mat, yes.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
you
yes.
did?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Country Roads.
Yeah.
We're...
Fucking the time is all mine.
One of the things I did like about Boom, that's Stephen Moffat's episode. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot in there that ties back to...
Paul, you've got to say how you did last month.
What?
Boom!
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 Sounds like a shit.
We're doomed!
Sounds like the shittest Venga Boys cover actor, doesn't it?
We're doomed, Captain Marine, doomed! Yeah, exactly.
I want to stand on a room, but...
Steve ties back to a lot of his earlier work there. So there's references to The Unquiet Dead and The Time of Angels in Boom.
Yeah, you've got the churchy soldier boys.
Yeah, and then you've got the the armor smiths.
Yeah.
The
Castaverus
no.
Corporation, whatever they're called.
Whatever. I've forgotten what they were called.
Castavaran, something.
Yeah, because that get reference. That's mentioned all the way back in Unquiet
I know.
Dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's
the child, the empty child.
Sorry, yes, I meant the empty child, not the Unquiet Dead.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Sorry. The one thing I liked about Boom is there's a lot of dialogue that Moffat gave to Shooty that makes him sound more like the Doctor than Russell does.
Yes.
There were
the
lines of
irony.
dialogue that, I can see that coming out of,
The irony that the best dialogue for the Doctor this series was written by the guy who wasn't even the show fucking runner. It's by Moffat, who is categorically one of the best Doctor Who writers, as long as you don't burn the fucker out.
I don't necessarily think it's the best. I
said
think
one
that
the best.
Yeah,
He's no Terrence
he
Sticks.
sounded more like the Doctor. So or at least previous Doctors.
Yes.
One of the things I did like for Doctor Who Unleashed, for that episode, you had both of them together on set and being interviewed and having them discussing, basically writing and making Doctor Who.
He fell back into being the showrunner again. He got told that there was a budget issue. He was like, "Oh shit, what do we need to do?" And then he went, "Hang on, not my job. I don't care."
What I really liked them talking about was they basically explained that when you're doing Doctor Who, you have to come up with an idea that's so big that it could be a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, it then has to be even bigger so that the Doctor, who is a big idea in and of himself, doesn't walk in and solve it in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't do Doctor Who does a murder mystery.
Which they have done.
Well, but you can't do a bog standard. You can't do Doctor. You can't do a bog standard police procedural because the Doctor will just walk in and go, "Yeah, they did it."
Yeah. So like, if they're gonna do a murder mystery, put big wasps in it.
Yeah.
So they add something else that makes it
yeah.
out of this world.
Yeah.
Or deformed fellas who live in Victorian manors and play, while other people stand outside and play cricket for 20 minutes.
They didn't
That's
do murder. It's Mummy on the
Orient
Express.
Start the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murder.
But it has to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're saying. 73 yards was the big Doctorless episode.
That's been the very contentious one.
Which featured Ruby being left alone as she is haunted.
Remember that the audience haven't seen this episode.
All I'm saying is the basic description. So it's Ruby is left alone as she is haunted for decades by a mysterious figure that stays exactly 66.7512 meters away.
How do we make Lily Gibson look 40? Just give her a long wig and some glasses. Done. Shouldn't look 18 anymore.
Yeah, it worked.
Fuck off.
It worked.
Yes, because I look exactly like I did when I was 18 and I'm 40.
Oh, I do.
Almost.
Anyway, Anurin Barnard played
Beg your pardon?
Anurin Barnard.
Oh, okay.
Welsh actor.
Aneurysm, yeah.
Yeah, he plays the mad guy who wants to start a nuclear war.
Yeah, Roger Ap Gwilliam.
Do you know he's Rogue Trooper in Duncan Jones's
I recognise
upcoming movie?
Yeah, I recognise the name,
Yeah, so he's just spent several months in a studio with green dots on his face. And he's going to be turned...
It's nothing to do with the film.
He's going to be turned blue. Today's episode, we are recording on the 1st of June. And literally people will have just seen it aired, but we watched it first thing this morning.
At 6 o'clock this morning, in the shower.
Yeah, yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Was the Black Mirror-like Dot and Bubble social commentary
Which
episode.
is ironic when you call it Black Mirror.
Yes.
Yes. Say no more.
There is a lot.
We're shooting at war.
There is a lot I can relate to in this episode.
You fucked a pig as well.
I often go on to, I get up in the morning, go on social media, and there's some twat giving their narrative about poor ratings caused by woke, gay, black Doctor Who, and I'm like, swipe, goodbye.
I think I know what you might be talking about there. I'm not going to mention any names.
No. Speaking of ratings, we've got overnight ratings for episodes 1 through 4.
Oh, right.
And, given what the TV landscape is like these days, these are actually good numbers.
Yes.
Okay. So first 2 episodes, so aired the same day, 2.6 and 2.4 million.
Are these broadcast numbers, not
These are well, overnights are live transmission.
Yeah.
Repeat on the day, and anybody who watched it on iPlayer that day.
Right.
Okay. And to be fair, the figures for the number of people who are watching it before it actually airs is only about 120 to 140,000 people.
Oh, really?
It's not
a huge...
Not a huge number of people are watching it ahead of transmission.
Yeah.
It's either transmission or in the 7 days following transmission that we're getting, most of our numbers.
Yeah.
So, 2.6 and 2.4 million for Spabies and the Beatles.
Right.
The following week, Boom was just over 2 million, 2.04 million.
Right.
And then, oddly, it jumps back up again. The best overnight was for 73 yards,
oh, really?
2.62 million.
Well, that was
which then feeds into a shitload of people going, "Ha! The best episode doesn't have Black Gay Doctor Who in. Woke!" Yeah. Sorry. You get mad about things. This is the shit I get mad about. People who try and use this stuff to make some kind of big thing that just isn't there. The +7, we've got +7s for the first 3 episodes.
Right.
So the first 2 weeks, you're basically looking at 1.5 million on over 7 days. So first 2 episodes, 4.01 and 3.91 million.
That's not bad.
And then for Boom, you're looking at 3.58 million.
That's not bad at all.
So just
in today's day and age, essentially like 4 million people are watching Doctor Who.
Well, to put it into context, okay, week 1, Doctor Who was the 8th watched show in everything.
Yeah.
So that's TV, it's Netflix, it's Disney Plus, it's everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Week 2, so Boom was still the 10th watched.
Yeah.
So top 10. So it's been a top 10 drama both of those weeks.
Right.
The top drama for both of those weeks was Red Eye. That's an ITVX drama.
Yeah.
And that only got 6.5 million. And the top regular BBC show both weeks was Race Across the World, and that had about 5 million. And then the only show that was kind of better than that for the BBC in the first week was fucking Eurovision.
Well, of course, yeah.
And you had just
how did they what's it called, the responder? How did that do?
I have no idea. I didn't
Because that's
check.
written by a mate of mine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Well, the girl who's the sidekick in it went to Lipper. So
okay.
Is that a second season of that?
Yeah.
Is that what's come out?
Series, yeah.
Is that why it's all over the top again?
Yeah.
Cool. I might watch that. I like the first
It
one.
is also.
I love Tony. Tony's a great guy.
Yeah.
Deserves all the success. He really does.
Yeah. We need to introduce him to Joshua.
I should try and get him on the show. Should try and interview him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I reckon I can get him.
Also,
I know I can get him.
Just to clarify that. It's a consistently top 10 streamed show on Disney Plus as well around the world. So in the US, Australia, New Zealand.
Do we know when it's coming to Disney Plus in the UK?
It's not.
It's not ever.
It's
not.
Exclusive.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. It's only Disney Plus everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
In the UK,
I did
the
see
BBC
some adorable videos on like Instagram and TikTok and whatnot of that TARDIS that was at Disneyland.
Yeah.
People losing their God-loving minds over it. So people dressed like Jedis, just like, and then having the pictures took and doing fights outside of it. It was actually really cute.
All the stuff where Shooty and Millie are over in the States doing the stuff in New York with the subway trains, and then going all the way to the Los Angeles and going to and I love that because I'd been to Disney last year. It's like, oh god, I've been there. It's awesome. So that was great. But
Must have been a great view.
I always like to do a bit of Doctor Who merchandise adjacent news.
Oh yes.
So
I had to stop myself from spending £40 on a solid screwdriver today.
I
was so tempted.
I don't have.
Which Doctor?
Ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ting tang walla bing bang. Okay, I've just fulfilled your request there.
I still need a 14th Doctor.
They had Jodie's, they had Smith's, they had Tennant's, which was £60 for some reason, and they also had like a classic like 4th Doctor.
It made you pay an extra tenner.
Well, it would have been extra.
I actually did quite well on the Jodie one because.
Did you make it yourself out of spoons?
No, I wish. It just went really.
There's a lot of people who've made them out of spoons over the years. But not for the purposes that was intended.
I got it really cheap from Argos, so I think I only spent like £8 on that one. But
just got a spoon, mate.
Yeah, I still need a 14th Doctor before the 15th Doctor. You know, TV remote control comes up. Anyway, we talked.
It looks like someone ran over a jellyfish.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it fucking does.
No, it really doesn't.
Yes, it fucking does.
Yeah, it really doesn't. In August...
Looks like a number 8 fell over.
Right, here's a bit of news that I know you're going to like. I told you that this last bit of neuse...
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. So, in August, BBC Books are publishing a Doctor Who space murder mystery.
I thought you said this couldn't be done.
In hardback and audiobook.
I know about this.
And it's written by none other than...
Lonnie Bangford.
Bonnie Langford.
The squirrel herself.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Have you ever read a book written by a squirrel?
So...
Yeah, about to.
Here's the tagline. So when young Mel's... So this is set after she leaves the series and before you see her in modern day Doctor Who.
Right, okay.
So when young Mel's business partner, Sabalom Glitz, embarks on yet another get-rich-quick scheme, it marks the start of an epic, death-defying murder mystery in space.
Space.
After barely escaping the snares of a murderous galactic cult, Mel searches for fellow survivors in a nearby spaceship graveyard.
A galactic what, Paul?
I didn't say galactic cult.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. While Glitz looks to fill his pockets. But the discovery of a spaceship with its crew in suspended animation and incredible secrets on board leaves the duo stranded with no way off. Mel revives the crew and then the murders start. Murders that cannot possibly have been committed by any of the crew members. In fact, there are only 2 realistic suspects, Glitz and Mel themselves.
Fucking Mel!
So... Bonnie is joining a tradition of series stars who have written adventures. That includes Tom Baker, Colin Baker, Sophie Aldred, and Alex Kingston. But Mike...
Sophie who, Paul?
Yeah, I know.
Sophie Alfred.
Yeah, I know. Don't know where that came from.
The Doctor's butler.
But Mike...
Yes.
Do you remember the first Doctor Who companion to write a novel about their character?
Oh, God, it's not him, is it?
Who?
Is it John Levine?
No.
No, thank God. I don't know right now off the top of my head.
Have you never heard of the novel Harry Sullivan's War?
Oh,
by Ian Marter?
Ian Marter. I should have known Ian Marter because he wrote like 1 billion fucking books.
Yeah, he wrote the Target novel. So eventually
Did you see BBC Wales the intro for Boom? The continuity announcer said the Doctor steps on a landmine. Where's Harry when you need him? And I was just like, oh my God, where the fucking go back?
That's brilliant.
Because the Doctor stepped on a landmine before, and his companion Harry had to basically put some rocks around it so that the Doctor could step off. So yeah, they were just like, wow.
Harry Sullivan is an imbecile.
Yeah.
Harry was the Doctor's second companion when he first turned into Tom Baker, because they weren't sure whether they were going to be casting somebody who could do all the action stuff. So they decided,
so they needed a young chap. Maybe so like 40.
Yeah. But yeah, Harry's a bit sort of posh But Ian Marter went on to write some of the Target novelizations, and they started a spin-off series, The Companions of Doctor Who. Only 3 books, but Harry Sullivan's War is kind of what if one of the Doctor's companions ends up in a James Bond adventure?
Right.
And it's going to get some new life because it's being done as an audiobook by BBC Audiobooks. Christopher Naylor, who now plays Harry Sullivan for Big Finish, is reading it. So that's coming soon.
That'll be good.
It's actually not a bad little adventure, and Harry Sullivan's War. It's certainly a lot more readable than Turlo and the Earthlink Dilemma, which admittedly I remember reading from the library. Back before I was even a sort of major Doctor Who fan, it was just I knew Doctor Who and I read Doctor Who novelizations, and I remember.
But I wasn't a fan. Hated it. Any son I saw on the street wearing a Doctor Who t-shirt,
it was before I even understood the concept of fandom.
You were closet self-lover, weren't you, Paul?
Yeah, quite. Yeah. So anyway, Bonnie Langford is writing a Doctor Who novel, and
that's nuts.
Yeah,
squirrel.
Where?
Exactly.
Anyway, so that's the Doctor Who news. What are you going to be watching next?
I'm going to continue with the Jodie bits.
You're going to finish the Jodie stuff off.
I'm going to see how far I get through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, I want you guys to give me a list of the episodes from
just
before
make sure you get to Spyfall.
I'd like to go through some of the classic stuff with you.
And send me a list, because they're all
do you know, I want to sit down and watch Horrifying Rock with you, because that's like one of my favourites. So I was actually talking about that today. Just some of the classic stuff. Even if we just watch like the TARDIS, Tales from the TARDIS cut downs.
That's a good idea, actually. The Tales from the TARDIS stuff on the iPlayer are a good pick.
We have actually seen them, okay. All right, cool.
Maybe watch the Daleks in colour, which takes like a big long ass story and condenses it down massively. Like to the point
takes a 7-part story and makes it 3 episodes long.
Yeah, they literally are just like there's a whole episode where someone has to go to the TARDIS and back, and basically they just cover it by showing footage and going, yes, I went to the TARDIS and I came back again. That's it. One episode done.
Like Fury Road.
That's what it's like. It's literally, that's what it's like. But they literally cover one episode in one line of dialogue. It's just like, right, the whole episode was unnecessary. Let's carry on.
Yes.
That's basically what they do. Yeah.
Worth looking at.
Yeah.
I would also actually recommend the Peter Cushing movies. I do really rate those. They're good fun.
Yes.
Anyway.
On iPlayer as well?
I don't believe they are.
They'll probably somewhere.
They'll probably be on like the Legend, not the Horror Channel anymore. It's either going to be on Legend or like Talking Pictures or something like that. They'll probably be on there, to be honest with you. They're always on.
Anyway.
So that is the end of the Doctor Who section.
Yep.
Let's chat about some any other business.
It's time to talk about the weird and wacky things happening around the world with any other business.
Speaking of business, Paul's gone to do his. So, I know, he hates that music.
No, he just gets so excited about Doctor Who, he's literally pissed himself.
Oh, okay, yeah. He was thinking about that squirrel. Right, so, I've got 3 pieces of any... No, that's Superman. You go away, you. I've got 3 pieces of... That won't make any sense to people who can't see my screen. I've got 3 pieces of news from around the world in any other business. This one comes to us from WIOnews.com. Paul, can you hear me? Yeah. There's a ghost. There's a ghost. Let me see if I can hear. I'm trying to communicate with them with me fucking spirit guide.
Cheers, Sam.
Sam, is Paul having a piss, lad? If he is, can you knock 3 times, lad? Sam! Knock 3 times, you cunts!
Oh, 'cause he's going to be pissing all over my floor.
There he is! There he is! Did you hear it? Fucking hell! 4 times? Fucking hell, he's actually having a shite, lad! Fucking hell. Fuck's delicate bastard corner. Speaking of shit, a woman in the US who endured years of irritable bowel syndrome symptoms has shared her story in Netflix's new documentary, Hack Your Health, the secrets of your gut. Danielle Koepke, Koepke, Koepke. That's the guy who made Supernatural.
Awesome.
Danielle Koepke described suffering from indigestion.
Gatwa.
Yeah, Danielle Gatwa, suffering from
And
indigestion.
you take the piss out of my pronunciation.
You're the one who's just took the piss, mate. She was having
Dude, I'm 50. What do you expect?
a working prostate. No. She had stabbing gas pains, like Paul, severe constipation since college. Despite years of doctor visits giving no relief, she took matters into her own hands.
I beg your pardon?
By attempting a DIY fecal microbiota transplant. The experimental treatment involves introducing healthy donor feces into the patient's gut to restore healthy microbes. Now we've got a quote here from Koepke. So what kind of voice are we going to give her? Gollum.
Polish.
Polish Gollum.
Polish Gollum.
Fuck me. All right.
It's really hard for me to remember what it was like to eat food before it became associated with anxiety and pain and discomfort.
Said Koepke, a doctoral student in clinical psychology in the documentary. Koepke remembered that after trying everything else, she went ahead with the procedure. At first, she took fecal transplant pills made from her brother's donated stools. However, she noted that following the procedure, she experienced weight gain and hormonal acne that resembled her brother's. Afterwards, Koepke decided to change donors and use stool from her boyfriend. However, shortly afterward, she disclosed experiencing depression similar to her boyfriend's. Reflecting on this, she commented,
Over time, I realized my depression was worse than it's ever been in my life. Sausage.
I don't know the Polish things. Later on, Koepke returned to using her brother's stool, noting in the documentary that her depression disappeared within a week. So this is a woman who took other people's shite
As a
and
pill.
shoved it up her ass. Probably, I'm assuming it was a suppository, because otherwise putting it in orally would be fucked.
Yeah, I got orally from that too.
My shit.
Yeah. You got suppository.
Well, it's just the way you're sitting right now, to be fair. But
You know when you find these stories?
yes.
Have you ever actually thought of, I don't know, looking up how to pronounce people's names?
How would you pronounce Koepke?
Probably something like Koepke.
That's what I said.
Koepke?
Cupcake.
Cupcake?
Yeah.
Darling?
Yeah.
Sweetie?
Yeah. Paul, we're hanging out later, trust me. It's fine, you don't have to sweet talk me. Okay, next story. In a disturbing incident that has left many people shocked, a man was caught engaging in inappropriate behavior with somebody's pink Tesla car. The incident took place on May 18th at the Hyundai department store in the Ilsan area of Seoul.
Shocking.
That's in South Korea. According to the victim's husband, his wife witnessed the man kissing and touching her car for 3 hours before fleeing when she approached to get into the vehicle. Why was she looking at him for 3 hours? What was she doing? Stood there like, I'll get this on, you've been framed.
This is going on.
250 quid, thank you, Jeremy.
This is going on my OnlyFans.
Following the bizarre incident, the couple attempted to report it to the police, but they found that, unfortunately, there was no specific charge that could apply to this weird situation. Should have got one of them plugs, that would be a charge. Feeling hopeless, the husband decided to share the story on a Naver, N-A-V-E-R, cafe site on May 18th. The site is considered Korea's largest Tesla community. He even asked if the couple should consider taking off the pink wrapping around the Tesla in case it helps prevent mechaphiliacs, paraphilia involving sexual attraction to machines like cars, from ever doing something similar to their car in the future. He ended the disturbing story with, okay, I've got to do a Korean man.
Yeah, no, don't.
Okay.
Just don't.
Okay. What voice should I do for him then?
Yorkshire Galactus.
Gotcha. Maybe it'd be best to remove the pink wrapping. I wonder if it would trigger into mechaphiliacs like sexy lingerie or something. Get away, Anya Taylor-Johnson! Tanya Taylor-Johnson? Joy! Whatever your fucking name is, fuck away from that witch, you bastard! This disturbing... What the fuck am I on about? The court is fucking ugly bastard. This disturbing incident follows a similar one that occurred just weeks earlier in late March. In that case, a different man was observed engaging in sexual activity with a white Audi car.
That Vorsprung Dirk technique.
That was his technique, at least, certainly. Recorded footage exposed the man on top of the car's hood, rubbing himself against it before doing the same to the car's front fender. Both situations have sparked heated responses online, with fucking netizens, bewildered.
I'm sorry, have we suddenly gone back to 1999?
Yeah, they were surfing the information superhighway. They were bewildered.
Were they using Navigator?
Oh, yeah, they were on Netscape, mate, on using their AOL floppy disks and everything. 10 hours free.
Something was floppy, obviously.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was. These disgusting incidents could be turning into a disturbing trend. I've watched a documentary about mecha files.
Me too.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it when he's shagging the fucking documentary cruise van?
Yep.
Yeah. They come out in the
Stupid.
morning, there's jizz all over the side of the van. Yeah. The fucking...
And wasn't one of them married to their car as well?
Yeah, and they show him the footage, just like, mate, you're shagging the car. He's like, no, it's not me. Must have been someone else. How many mecha files are hanging around this fucking hotel, mate? Oh my god, you were stroking a fucking van the day before.
Wasn't me, mate.
Yeah. Just test that jizz, not mine. No, well, don't test it, obviously. That would be weird. Oh, fucking a car isn't. Anyway. Creepy bastards. Okay, final news story. Former President Donald Trump has went on a bizarre tangent in which he has praised one of the most disturbed fictional serial killers in the history of cinema as a wonderful man. The head-scratching moment came during Trump's rally in Wildwood, New Jersey on Saturday as part of a rant.
Sorry, can we just slightly edit this? Convicted criminal Trump.
Oh, yes, yeah. Found guilty, yeah.
All 34 counts.
Yeah, not sentenced.
In a row?
Yep. As part of a rant in which he claimed other countries are emptying out their mental institutions into the United States. They're emptying out their mental institutions, mate, into the United States, a beautiful country. And now the prison populations all over the world, they're down. They don't want to report the mental institution population is down because they're taking people from insane asylums and mental institutions. You know what the difference is, right? An insane asylum is a mental institution on steroids, okay? And that sets up an outrageous aside about the classic 1991 film and the horrifying antagonist played by Sir Anthony Hopkins, who ate his victims after killing them. Silence of the Lambs. Anyone ever seen Silence of the Lambs? The late, great Hannibal Lecter is a beautiful man, wonderful man. He oftentimes would have a friend for dinner. Remember the last scene? Excuse me, I'm about to have a friend for dinner. As this poor doctor walked by, I'm about to have a friend for dinner. But Hannibal Lecter, congratulations, the late, great Hannibal Lecter, okay?
That's another one where it's one movie that's great and the others are so-so.
I'll give you that. Trump has referenced the Silence of the Lambs before in context during a rally at a CPAC this past February. Trump said, they came from mental institutions and insane asylums. No, they're not the same. An insane asylum is a mental institution on steroids, okay? It's Silence of the Lambs, okay? You know that? Hannibal Lecter. They're all being deposited into our country. Unbelievable. Nobody deposits people better into other countries than the United States, okay? Unbelievable. Nobody does it better. Let's make America sane again. But he didn't praise the cannibal as great or wonderful man during that speech. Why would he think that Hannibal Lecter is a great and wonderful man? Okay? You know, just
because he's a fucking nut job.
Having a friend for dinner.
It's delusional. He's been delusional forever.
He thinks Hannibal Lecter's great because he's having dinner with a friend.
There are far too many delusional people who would still vote for him.
I don't know who's delusional. I did not pay that woman for sex or hush money or anything like that. No matter what the corrupt judge or the corrupt jury say, okay, even though my legal team had a 50% say in who got to be on that jury, we accredited all of them. We said we were happy for them to give their verdict, okay? They're all corrupt. They're all unbelievable. Don't believe a word of their lies, okay? It's a witch hunt. They're out to get me. They're out to get me, okay? I will run for president. I will be president, even in jail, because that's where I'm probably going. Okay.
That baffles me. That's still allowed.
I know,
because even if
he can't vote for himself
with a criminal record, you can still run for president of the United States, even if you are in prison.
Yeah. He can run for president. He just can't vote.
So it won't be the White House. It'll be the big house.
So if he wins, then he'll just give himself a presidential pardon. And but if he's not allowed to do that, then he can't vote in any of the votes in the House of the House of Representatives or anything like that. Congress. He's not allowed to vote in Congress, even though he's the fucking president. So, yeah.
America, if you're listening, please don't
fucking
vote
sort
him
it out,
in.
lads.
Don't vote him in again. You're better than this.
Yeah. So I called that story "Make Americans Taste Great Again." Yeah. So it's a pity that Ray Liotta's gone. I would have liked to hear his rebuttal. Yeah, would have been interesting. So those are my 3 stories. First one was from wionews.com. Second one was from koreaboo.com. And the third one from mediaite.com. The question is...
They all sound pretty legit.
Because
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah,
you think the story about the woman sticking shit up her bum is fucking someone else's shit up the bum? You think that's real?
But that's been on podcast. I think it might have been Education talking about it and what it can do to help people's stomachs and whatnot. So
I just have a Yakult, me, to be honest with you.
I know that's what I mean. I know that that's an actual thing, but getting depression from it because somebody else was depressed. First one's probably I'm going first one fake and the other 2 real.
Okay.
I don't think you've slipped a fake one in on this occasion.
Would I ever slip one in, Paul? Would I do that?
Yeah.
No, they're all real. They're all real. Yeah, they're all real this month. First one, definitely. Yeah, because... Well, that's the question. I need to watch this documentary now. Hack Your Health: The Secrets of Your Gut, and see how you pronounce Danielle. I'll come back next month with an accurate fucking depiction. In fact, do you know what? Let's go to Google. Text to speech. In fact, can I do text to speech? Fuck it. I can't be asked, and I've pressed the button now that I shouldn't have pressed. But anyway, that is the end. In fact, no, I've got Google on now. So, Koepke.
How do you pronounce Koepke?
How to pronounce?
There we go.
Oh, how to pronounce surname? Koepke. I'm not a robot just because I'm using a VPN.
Oh God, is he gonna give you it in Microsoft Sam now?
Oh, here we are. We got a YouTube video.
How to say Koepke.
Fucking take your time. No, I've got an ad blocker.
It's Koepke.
Yeah. Then you find my brother, the doctor, Koepke. Yeah.
We are looking at how to pronounce this name of German origin, as well as how to say more interesting, sometimes confusing, and often mispronounced names as well. So make sure to stay tuned and consider subscribing for more learning.
Just tell me.
You say it? Koepke.
Koepke.
Pretty straightforward once you know.
Cupcake.
Yeah.
Koepke. You know. You know.
You Koepke, you brought her.
Yeah. It's just when he came on, he said, "Is this playing at the wrong speed or something?"
Wow.
Anyway.
Right. That's all the nonsense that I've got, so I'm going to hand it over to you, the audience. Not them. You, the audience. And let's see if this works this time, because I fixed it. Let's try and go beyond the 50-foot nerds.
We're all out of news and topics for discussion. The show is spiraling out of control, and the audience are now in charge. You're beyond the 50-foot nerds.
Go. Ooh. Oh.
I am actually currently being scammed online.
Oh.
Attempted.
Oh.
Obviously, I know what it is.
Right.
They're asking for gift cards.
Oh, I've
one
been
of
watching
those.
so many scammer payback videos and
That is such a cliche.
Kip Booger, yeah.
How do I play it?
Okay. So, is
should I play
it just purely online, or are they calling you at all?
Purely online.
Purely online. Okay. So,
Oh,
we need to
play it coy, but
Okay.
play it like you're into them, and you're a millionaire.
What kind of gift cards do they want? Do they just want like Google Play cards or Apple
Amazon?
cards, Amazon cards? Game cards?
Game cards.
Okay.
Very new. I've not come across that one.
Yeah, I've seen it where they've been trying.
I mean,
like
admittedly,
Nintendo.
Game does have a really good deal on at the moment on all
that's all right.
all the tabletop gaming that they're trying to get rid of.
That's fine. Yeah, let's just go along with that. No.
Yeah.
Offer them like the restaurant card, the taste card, or something like that. Maybe an all for one voucher. See if you can get them to do something like that. There's another one that's like all for one but shit, and you can't use it anywhere. Love to shop. It's love to shop or all for one. One of them's the shit one anyway. Maybe try and go for that. Let's see, what other vouchers can you get? Robux. See if they'll take Robux. Or V-Bucks from Starbucks, from fucking Fortnite and that. Is it V-Bucks and Fortnite? Whatever it is, I don't know.
See if they'll take Monopoly cash.
Yeah. See if they'll do that.
What did
they get on the
more up-to-date version?
What did they get on the Geek Retreat app?
Yeah, I've got one of those as well.
What's
the points you get on the Geek Retreat app?
What's the what, sorry?
The points thing that you get on the Geek Retreat app.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you all about the Geek Retreat app. Right, so wherever you get your apps from, download the Geek Retreat app. Once you've got
Tell
it
them all
set
this.
up,
Okay.
once you've got it all set up, whenever you spend money in the store, you will receive 20% back in V-Pounds.
V-Pounds, okay.
Yes.
I knew it was something. Yeah.
So the V-Pounds, there's a big list of places where you can use it. So you can use it at the cinema, you can get an Uber home, you can use it back in store. And so it's a nice way for us to give something back to the customers. So especially for the guys that are into the TCGs, and these guys buy full boxes off me, for like £100.
Yeah.
Getting 20 quid back from that, buzzing. Getting something back to then they usually just pump it straight back in, but they're getting more for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's something called the Every Wish card. When you try that, they can. Oh, there's a chair there. They can use that in IKEA, so they can get themselves some nice Malm furniture. Or, you got the all for one.
Mitch Ben did a great song about IKEA. We mentioned him earlier.
He didn't sing it today.
No, he didn't sing it today, but yeah. He does a great song about IKEA.
Let's see.
There's a great song about IKEA. I'm not sure who actually sings it.
No idea. Maybe it might be Mitch Ben. Get them a lifestyle ultimate card.
Snow,
they can use that at Curry's or Nando's.
Was it not one of Hugh Laurie's? Was it not one of Hugh Laurie's songs? IKEA.
No.
Not a clue. What have we got here? Oh, Blizzard Entertainment gift card. Get them some World of Warcraft points. There you go. You could do that. Exactly. So there we go. I think we found what we want to get them. Okay, yeah, so they can play some Elder Scrolls online or something like that. They can just crack on with that, yeah. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to offer the scammers some Blizzard points so they can top up their World of Warcraft and, maybe they can get a skin for their fucking ice vampire knight or whatever, fucking, I don't know, Thief. I don't know, whatever they fucking have these days. I don't know, I don't play it. To be fair, as you may have noticed from my struggling to string words, I'm tired. I think I might know the title for this episode. So I'm tired. It's just these. It's just just fell asleep on that. That's the description.
Me.
Description box.
Yeah, I mean, we know what the next episode's called, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I do. I know what it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think it's called, but I know what it's called already.
What are you going to call it?
Well, you have to wait and find out, don't you? But yeah, so that's what you want to do with them, okay? And if they do start calling you, then that's when the real fun begins, okay? Be checking out like Kip Boga or Scammer Payback on YouTube or something like that, because I've been watching them recently and they're great. So yeah, they're good fun ones. Yeah, so there we go. Doug, you got any questions for us?
I don't this week. I'm so sorry.
This week? What about this month?
This month?
Did you think of any in the other weeks?
All 4 weeks, mate. Honestly. No, I'm a bit, I don't know why. I've let you down.
Are you tired?
I'm super tired. I am super tired. Yeah, so just to let the viewers,
no camera this month.
Wow, wait,
unless you want to give us your security foot.
So, yeah, so on my CCTV, you may notice that For some reason, unknown reason,
I'm grabbing me tit.
the box of wasps has gone.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know where. We don't know whether they flew off.
Yeah.
We don't know what's happened to it at all. But the box of wasps has disappeared, and
Yeah.
I have no knowledge of where it's gone.
It's literally buzzed off.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So that's an interesting one. So if you know where the box of wasps is, then
Yeah, please
give us a buzz.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Get on the horn. And shut up.
I just want to know that you're safe. Yeah. Just ring us. Box of wasps.
You know, the thing about the box of wasps, you know, it kept itself to itself. It was always quiet.
And then it turned the gun on itself.
Yeah. You know, I think this has probably been an inside job. I think we need to launch a sting operation.
Oh, fucking hell.
I tell you, I'll dress up all slutty and be the honey trap.
Okay, I know your perfect outfit. You're going to wear a yellow jacket. Right, yeah. Should we call the fuzz about this? Sorry, yeah, because you know the fairy bees and shit. Tired. Yeah. You alright, Paul?
I'm good.
Paul's here, everyone. Woo!
So anytime he's getting a whoop for being here. His wife's not even here this month to give him one. Or a whoop. So, yeah, the box of wasps. If anyone has found it, then please reach out. You need to send them the box of wasps. You can. You do realise there's no actual wasps in the box. Okay, that's fine. Just double checking.
We could help you and get you some.
Can you buy wasps with a gift card? You'd probably be able to buy someone like, you know, some like Amazon maybe, some wasp eggs or something like that to hatch while we're over there, so we can get them Amazon gift cards. We redeem them already and send them wasps. Yeah.
Where to?
You just want to
Where's it going? Do we know where it's going? Because no doubt it'll be somewhere where the ecosystem can't handle these wasps.
Paul, I just
end up
realised.
causing something horrible.
What have you just
I
realised?
just realised you put the speakers up today.
Yeah.
And above the jack point for the speaker wires, there's a sticker over each jack point that you're supposed to plug the
Nobody's ever
cable
actually
into.
told me that.
Why do you think it's over a specific port? You plugged it into the wrong bastard ones. Mm-hmm. Fuck's sake, Paul. You've had one job. You had one job. Fucking hell, man. Shit. No, he hasn't. No, but I know it speaks the wrong way round. Well, actually, technically, no, it's not. That's not. But the wire is in the wrong port. It should be in the other port, and he's got it in that one. Doesn't matter, as long as you can hear us, that's the main thing. This is going to come, I'm going to listen to this back, and it's going to be like, you know, playing a fucking record in reverse. Paul is the devil.
What
Paul
do you know?
is the
Freddy is the devil. Freddy is the devil. Freddy is the devil.
Are you Freddy?
Maybe.
Okay, cool. I'll see you in my dreams. I'm very tired. Yeah, nightmares are dreams too. Right, okay. I don't think we've got anything else to talk about. So yeah, on that bombshell, we are going to wrap it up there. As was mentioned, the next show will be my birthday show. I will officially be old.
It's your birthday.
God help me.
You're just catching us up, is all, son.
Yeah,
Look at him,
I'm never going to catch it up, mate.
whippersnapper.
That's not how time works. Yeah, the next month we're going to do the show on, I believe it is the 6th of June, he says?
6th of July?
6th of July, sorry, 6th of July. 6th of July. It may be a slightly earlier show because the next day we're at Aintree Comic-Con. Woo! Shout out to John. Hello, John.
Hey, John.
Hello, John.
And yeah, we'll be there all day. We are going to be situated fairly near to the main stage. Yes, so we shall have decent access. There's going to be the event's going to be across 2 rooms, and there will be activities and guests and stalls in both rooms, so that you're not all just like all in one or all in the other. It's going to everything's going to be all spread around. Yeah, and we'll just be
The whole time you're going to be like, where's fucking Doug?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'll be out and about, me. Can't
He's
wait.
in the other room, just
Day
sitting in
out.
a chair on his
Fucking
own.
day out.
I know, yeah, man.
Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Yeah, and whenever he's not on screen, everyone will be asking, "Where's Doug?" So there's a reference. So yeah, we'll be there all the day on the Sunday. So I say, expect a earlier show on the Saturday, just purely enough to give myself time to get all the equipment over to Aintree the night before. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what the plan is for the Saturday show. I've told you guys already, though.
Yeah.
So there is a plan for the Saturday show. There is a plan for the Sunday event stuff. But you'll have to wait and see. So you have to come to that one because it's going to be a very, very fun show, is what I'm saying to you. Very fun show on the Saturday. Don't be looking around like, fun? What? What is fun?
What is this human fun of which you speak?
Well, what now?
Will there be 4 of us?
I will make sure there are 4 people, whether Amara's here or not.
I miss Amara.
I know, I haven't seen her for ages.
Oh, come on, mate. Come on, Amara.
And where are you?
Mara.
Get together.
Mara.
Do you know what? I posted the photo of Tom Bombadil in our little group chat, and I said, "Is Tom Bombadil? Is Rory Kinnear as Tom Bombadil?" And she texted back and said, "Looks like Q," meaning like Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
I said, "No, looks more like Bill Tanner from the Bond movies." To be honest with you, so I don't think she understood that one. I don't think she got it. Yeah. So. Yeah, so there will be. I'll make sure there are 4 people here. But yeah, so we'll be having fun next month anyway. Put it that way.
Yes, we will. We shall be.
We will have a lot of fun and.
We shall be celebrating.
Will we?
We shall.
Who's celebrating? Who's this character?
All of us.
It is me, Koepke. Daniel Koepke.
Hello, everybody, peeps.
I'm eating shit or putting it on my bum. I don't know. I have not decided yet. Maybe I do both. Oh. Approach the problem from 2 angles. I don't know. They meet in the middle and just... No. Shut up. Anyway, so on that bombshell for this episode of the Attack at the 50-Foot Nerds, don't forget, we are on all the socials. Well, mainly Facebook, let's be honest with you. We don't do the threads or the twits or anything like that. We've got the YouTubes, though, so check us out on the YouTubes. You can find us there. We've got the Patreon, which is patreon.com/50footnerds, FIFTYFOOTNERDS. Email us anything except spam, 50footnerds@gmail.com. Again, that's FIFTYFOOTNERDS. Yeah, there's stuff, things, Botchamania, everything's going on. No one's going to get that joke. Until next time, then, Doug is very reclined. So
I've been very reclined.
You go.
There's always a twist at the end.
I've just been very tired.
Yeah, you have. You're a champion.
There's always a twist. There's always a twist. There's always a twist at the end.
We didn't even get into that.
No, we didn't.
We didn't get into who the twist at the end may be.
But we'll talk about that
at some point.
At some point after the season is finished.
Indeed. So until the season is finished, then geek out. Koepke. If you've enjoyed the nerdom in your ears, then why not follow us on Twitter at 50footnerds. You can follow Mike at Mike G. Bell, Amara at Voltsevexoth and at Amara Lunera, and Paul is on at Auton Scouser. Our website is 50footnerds.co.uk. That's FIFTYFOOTNERDS.co.uk. You can find all of our YouTube content at video.50footnerds.co.uk or search youtube.com/50footnerds. All of our episodes are archived over at bit.ly/50footnerdsarchive. That's 50FTNERDS archive. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds. Email us at 50footnerds@gmail.com or join our Patreon at patreon.com/50footnerds. If you'd like to buy our merchandise, you can visit us over at tinyurl.com/50footstore. That's 50FT store. All of these links and more are available at our Linktree page. That's linktr.ee/50footnerds. FIFTYFOOTNERDS.